everybody, my name is Frankie McDonald. You're watching the SimpCast with Chrissie Mayr on every Sunday nights. See you then.
I'm Frankie McDonald, and you are watching SimpCast, starring Chrissie Mayr.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
The best podcaster in the world, Chrissie Mayr.
Cardiff, OJ, I like you two a lot more than this guy.
Hey, what's up, my
He was going to say ninja.
Fox, will you treat us to a ziggy-saggy before we leave?
Ziggy-saggy, ziggy-saggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. Ziggy-saggy, ziggy-saggy, hoi, hoi, hoi. Ziggy-saggy, ziggy-saggy, hoi, hoi, hoi.
Jumping on trampolines. God bless you.
Does he look like a bitch?
I'm Johnny Knoxville. Today we're going to do a little boxing.
Can you guess how much I weigh?
190.
Good guess. What do you think Steve weighs?
190.
Frankie, what do you weigh?
240.
Nice.
Damn.
You're almost Steve.
Shit, I weigh more than Frankie.
Frankie, what do you think Garrett weighs?
190.
What do you think Chrissie Mayr weighs?
190.
What do you think Keanu weighs?
180.
None of these are a bit. You've become a slave to money, Kevin Brennan, because you're a whore fucking wife that fucking fucks everyone for money and just married you because you kept her in town. I can see the road. Kevin Brennan's whore fucking wife fucking is trapped in a shit relationship. And that, I dare you. I dare.
All right.
Hello. Welcome to SimpCast. Happy Sunday. Happy October 15th. Hope everyone is feeling autumnal and Halloweeny. Hope everyone's bought their candy corn and has it all ready to go. Before I bring in our gorgeous panel, and oh my God, do we have so much to talk about? So much has happened. So much internet has happened the past week. We're going to get into Hotep Jesus and Pearly things meeting up in real life. Sniperwolf versus JacksFilms. We're going to talk about Jada Pinkett Smith announcing she's been separated from Will Smith for 6 years. We're going to talk about the first woman on big league coaching staff getting interviewed for a Giants manager position. I know we do have to have a little bit of sports because we have a few male listeners, and so much more. And a special announcement from me in a little while on about a very cool project. Before I bring in our gorgeous, talented cleavagey panel, I have a couple of comedy shows to promote. And shout out to everybody who came out to the show in Ardsley last night at the Sawmill Tavern. That was super fun. I got to cut up some clips for that. A lot of you were very drunk, and you know who you are. I'm really excited because I'll be going to Minnesota for the first time ever this weekend. This Thursday, I fly out. I'll be headlining in Minnesota this Saturday, October 21st, at the Great River Bowl and Partners Pub in Sartell, Minnesota. Then I'll be back on Long Island October 27th and 28th at the Brokerage Comedy Club out there in Belmore, Strong Island. Then back to Florida, Tampa, Florida, the kinkiest part of Florida. If you guys didn't know, everyone that lives in Tampa, like 80% of them have had three-ways. I don't know if you know this, but it's just a little bit of independent research I've been doing because I asked them. I'll be back at the Side Splitters Comedy Club Sunday, December 3rd. Then I'll be headlining in San Diego Friday, January 5th and Saturday, January 6th. 3 shows that weekend. So come check me out if you're in the San Diego area. Please and thank you. For tickets, go to ChrissieMayr.com. And yeah, I'm just very excited to go to Minnesota. I know that's yes. Rest in peace, Suzanne Summers, the inventor of the Thigh Master. I was just thinking about Suzanne Summers the other day, which is a sentence I never thought I would say. Okay. Boy, oh boy, do we have a panel of hotties for you, and I will bring them in now without further ado. She is the co-host of Steel Toe Morning Show. I will also be meeting her for the first time IRLsies this weekend, as she will be at the show that I'm doing in Minnesota. April Imholt, good to see you, darling.
Hello, long time no see.
Long time no see.
I cannot wait to meet you and Lila. I will be picking you up on Thursday, I believe it is. Thursday morning.
Lila and Nick Ricada will be at this show.
Yes, I'm so
as well.
excited.
I
Yes,
can't
we're
believe I
gonna have a
forgot to say.
blast. Maybe I should run you by George Floyd Square.
Please
after I pick
do.
you
I
up.
want to see all the sights. I want you to put a knee on my neck. I want to do it all.
I'm so nervous.
I
I want
don't
the
wanna-
pictures. I want all of it. We were kicking around that idea on our evening show tonight, and I'm terrified of the whole region. I myself have not been there yet, but it's like a 15-minute drive
go.
from the
Let's go to Cup Foods.
if you think we'll survive, maybe we'll do it. I don't know. Okay. Me
Up
too.
next, she uses T&A to bring people to the right side of history. She is one of my favorites. She is an OnlyFans philosopher. It's Ms. LeeAnn Starr with autumnal spooky makeup themes. I love it.
Yeah.
Good to see you, LeeAnn.
It's good to see you. Wait, do you really have a George Floyd Square?
Yeah, the whole thing happened in our neck of the woods. So I mean, they've got a whole thing dedicated down
That's
by
right. I
down by
forget it
Cup
like
Foods.
happened somewhere, like not New York. So
I know, I forget where too.
That's what the lovely Kiona C. Thompson said too. I was taking her to a football game at US Bank. And she's like, "Oh my God, did that happen down here? I don't know this thing."
I forgot where it happened. I don't
She
know
yelled.
why.
She yelled a George Floyd joke, like walking to the stadium. I don't remember what she said, but I'm like, "Don't yell too loudly, ma'am. That happened down here." And she's
You're
like,
in its fucking
"Oh."
holy land. You gotta be
Yes.
careful.
Saint Floyd.
That's their Israel, their holy land.
There Israel, like Black Israel.
Yes.
Minnesota is Black Mecca.
Exactly. You got to be careful, man. You'll be getting persecuted.
Coming up next, she is a sexy lawyer who you may have seen whatever podcast or even more recently on the Legal Vices Bucket Friday show. It's Jazmen Jafar making her
Hi. Happy to be here. Happy to meet all of you.
I'm so excited that you're here. We don't have too many lawyers on the show, really.
Yeah, they call me 304 lawyer. Love it.
I love
That's
that.
like my
I like
Instagram.
I like that you embrace it.
Love it.
That's the way to live. Up next, she's a reporter for Breitbart News. She's the co-host of Undoctrination. You've seen her on Fox Business, Newsmax, HBO, etc. It's Oliva Rondeau.
Hello. Thank you for having me back. I feel like it's been so long.
It's been too long.
I
Too much
know.
has happened.
I'm sorry.
I need to keep better track of my rotation.
I'm blaming Frank.
I am too.
I'm blaming Frank for the picture that you guys used too. I'm actually not holding you personally responsible.
Yes, Frank did not pick a very cleavagey photo of you for the
It was just
graphic.
so business casual. Like I don't even wear blazers anymore. I don't know why you guys did that.
Yeah.
to me.
Look, Frank, she's not trying to give LinkedIn vibes, okay? Not everyone wants to look like they're being
Nar.
interviewed. Last but not least, because there are more guests coming, she is a comedian. I just met her a couple months ago when I was out in Austin, when I was doing my whole Austin Houston thing. I think that was back in July. We did a show together. God, what the hell was the name of the venue? I have no memory. I'll remember it. It'll come to me. Anyway, she's a Texas comedian. You can see her Saturday nights at the Sunset Strip in Austin. Bring in the cleavage. It's Leonarda Jonie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna frame this picture and just talk to you guys like this.
Can I do that?
You won't get any complaints.
I feel like I'm in good company right now.
I have the smallest tits here, literally.
Should I order
better without heads?
Should I put us in order of tits? Would that make sense?
Oh man,
It's
there you go.
hard.
I think your simps are already doing that.
This is actually extremely hard to do.
Rankings by tits.
Really, the four of you are neck and neck. You're tit and tit here. You're nip and nip.
This is a hot one. Damn.
I don't know. I think Olivia, this is very hard. I might be, as the show goes on, reordering everyone.
Like
you can objectify me as much as you want, Chrissy.
Oh, I love it. I'm here for it. I missed all of you. I find this, I love this background, Frank, but I find it a little distracting. I feel like I'm getting car sick. Okay. I'm going to do this one. I like this one too.
That's a nice color.
It's active. It's still 80s vibes.
That's better.
Hello everyone. What is going on? Any remarkable standout moments for any of you recently? Let's start with Jasmine, because it's your first time here.
Remarkable standout moment, like just in life in general.
Just in life, yeah.
So I got my hearing back so I went scuba diving for the first time and I couldn't hear for a week. So I just got my hearing back. That was new.
You couldn't hear anything?
No, like my ears were just so full of water and I was gone. I was in Puerto Rico. So I came back and I had to go to the doctor and they had to flush out put a thing in and flush them out.
They flushed out your ears that were full of water. Did they flush them out with more water? Because that seems like
it was like a syringe. It was, yeah, I don't know. I was like, do whatever you need to do because I can't hear out of my ear at all. So that was new.
That's very scary.
And that same trip, I went on Fresh and Fit and I got kicked off. So that was fun.
Kicked off for
That's
what?
like a badge of honor then if you got kicked
it
off.
was a badge of honor.
Holy shit.
How was Fresh and Fit?
I mean, how do you think it was? They kicked me off for giving them accurate stats on divorces in college-educated women. And they were like, you're lying. I was like, look it up. And they're like, no, you need to leave. So I was like, okay.
They're
Don't
wrong
come at
a
us with
lot.
facts.
They're wrong a lot.
Yeah, I am. I mean, coming from my world in law, I'm bewildered that people can have a show and just have say blatantly incorrect information that's so easily Googleable and I don't know if their audience just.
I know that amazes me with so many things, and I'm like, this is like easily like findable, and you're wrong. But
Yeah.
people don't, and it's so crazy to me. I'm like, well, you can find this very easily, but
It's
they won't.
the easiest search you can do. And that's what's been my biggest thing going from law to the internet is I used to believe like the marketplace of ideas and like good ideas will prevail. And now I'm like, oh no, never mind. Everyone.
So what were the stats? Is that divorced women
Right.
Well, they just
tend to be college educated, or
I feel like you need to complete stats 210 to be a podcaster at this point because I'm sick of fucking explaining selection bias to them. So they take a stat that says that women are more likely to initiate divorce, which is true, and then college educated women are more likely to initiate divorce than non-college educated women. But they have a selection, but they take that and they say college educated women are more likely to get divorced in the first place. But they have a selection bias because they're looking at the group of women, the group of couples that are already getting divorce, and they're looking at that alone and making a generalization about all couples in general when college educated women are less likely to be in that group in the first place. Explaining this to Myron is like, I felt like I was a kindergarten teacher. He just like didn't get it. And I was like, am I crazy? Like, did we not all at least pass high school? I guess not. So.
It's wild.
Jasmine, did you get the sense that you were booked on Fresh and Fit and also the whatever podcast for just like your killer boobs and just being hot, or do you feel like you were booked because you're also smart and lawyerly, or did you feel like it was a mix of both?
On whatever, I would say maybe the latter. After the first time I went on, they actually reached out to me to do the Candace episode, but then I think they changed it last minute from what I've heard because her team wanted like just not a lot of pushback. But it's really easy to get on those shows because they're desperate for chicks. Like anybody can get on the show. You just mess.
I couldn't get on, Jasmine. I tried to, oh my God. I had the most harrowing time. I messaged Brian, I messaged the whatever podcast Instagram back in I don't know, June. Then tried to confirm in July for a September 5th date because I'm like, I know I'm gonna be in LA. I was like gonna make it part of the trip, and they were like, sure, September 5th should work. And I kept trying to follow up and confirm, and then lo and behold, they finally wrote back like the day before. Oh, we're overbooked.
Really?
Sorry.
Oh wow.
That's crazy.
That's actually how I met Anna. I don't know if she's coming on tonight. Her name is here.
She should be popping on. Yeah.
Yeah. I met her on the first time I was on. So I don't know how much trouble she had, but I feel like, especially Fresh and Fit, they're doing this 3 times a week. They need women. They can't even find women who speak English. Like I literally, when I got through this last time, I texted my friend. I'm like, we are the only people who speak English. Like, what is this show?
Maybe I will have to show more boob. I don't know. I should be over it, but I'm just like, God damn it. I love the whatever podcast. I do a recap show every week about them.
I'm surprised about that.
Me too.
So anyway, Leonarda, hello, my love. It was so great to meet you in Austin. God, what was the name of the club?
Roscoe's.
It was Roscoe's. It was Roscoe's. I loved it because the vibe is like you're inside a storage unit. That's how it feels.
They loved it when you said that too. They were like cracking up.
It's gritty. It's dark. Not all the seats unfold. It's very exciting.
You don't know who's watching you. They're gonna follow you out to your car afterwards. Good times. Good times.
It was good. No, that night it was like mostly people from InfoWars. So I felt like I was in a safe space.
It was a very select group of people who were there. It was like all the based tech people, which is a very small Venn diagram of people that are
because
it's
Austin, and it was right across from a Planned Parenthood and a college, and there was like very few liberals there. I felt like I was like, wow, I can't attract. I was gonna flyer in front of the Planned Parenthood. I was gonna give out coupons, but I don't know. It was
support women. You should have put out a flyer that was like support women in comedy.
Support women by going to my show. Leonarda, would you categorize yourself as a sort of canceled comedian?
Sure. Yeah, I can't run ads. Can't run ads on social media. Thank you, fucking Zuckerberg. And it's just like I'm in the gulags too, because I'll like start a whole new ad account. And they're like, "You're good to go," and then I'll be like running this ad. They're like, "Your ad's running," and then I come back and check it a week later. It's like, "No, it's running," and it's like $0 spent, 0 reach. I'm like, I'm in the gulags. Yeah.
Facebook is irrelevant. I think Facebook should just curl up and die.
Me too. I haven't been on there in so long.
But they bought
It's for
Instagram as
old
the
people.
problem.
The only point of Facebook is to go on and see how fat the people you went to high school with have become. That is the only thing I use it for.
It's that for people our age, and then our parents, like all the older people, want to see their grandbabies and stuff on there.
Yeah.
That's really
Dude,
all.
the last time I went on there
True.
is because all my old relatives are on there, and I had to tell them, like, don't open any links in your email. Like, it's not UPS. It's like I have to tell them stuff like that. So I go to Facebook for that, but it is all old people. That's like how
I'm
you
like the
do
youngest
it.
person I know that uses Facebook. I feel bad.
Use
now.
it?
Yeah.
I use it because all of my family is on there, and I have like it's just too much to move over to another social media. So
That's what I do too. Sometimes if you have something important to say, it's easier to put it there and it'll get to all of them versus like sending a text to everybody, y'all got it now.
Yep, that's why I did it on there. I was like, I'll just do it so they all know, so they're not getting like malware or because they will open like the links. I'm like, it's not actually UPS. Like, don't do that. So that's what I use it for.
It's so true. Like Facebook, very much for family photos. Instagram is for thirst traps. Twitter is for like spicy and racist takes.
Yes.
And God, I mean,
sometimes
like
transphobic.
the last couple weeks, it's just been like, whew, very hard to like look at Twitter. My algorithm just wants to serve me charred babies.
I think
pretty
everybody's algorithm
consistently.
is serving that right now. That's what's on the menu.
I've really quit using Twitter, to be honest. I think it's kind of a cesspool, but
Mine is all porn. So
well, that's fun. Though. It's positive, right?
What's your algorithm?
my algorithm is other tits.
Yeah,
it's a good.
That's funny.
Yeah, better than your guys' it seems.
Yeah, it's a lot of political stuff mostly.
I get tits and politics
Me
because I
too.
follow a lot of adult film stars and like a lot of my friends are too. So it's I'll be like scroll, like pussy, tits, Ben Shapiro,
funny.
tits.
Shapiro, yeah.
So
Jordan
pussy
Peterson
again.
Pussy again. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to follow more.
So what
porn
you're
stars.
saying is it's all pussy. Okay, got it.
April, hello. April's a veteran of the
Hey.
show. She's
Yes.
the only blonde right now. Although I'm getting into blonde territory. I have to get this done before Minnesota. I have to go back. I have to do red.
Is Anna blonde? I thought she had like darker blonde hair. Or is
She
she gone brunette now?
She's brunette now.
Oh, that's right. You know what? It has been a while. I don't even know if I've been on here. We were hot and heavy for a little bit, and then we took a break. We got so busy.
We were hot and heavy.
Hot and heavy. Yeah. I don't know if I've been on here since we had Gino and Keanu Thompson here, the two. For our anniversary show in August, we had them. We met them for the first time and had an absolutely wild time, and they loved it so much they had to come back.
Wow.
We've been having all sorts of fun with them and Compound Media, your neck of the woods and stuff. And
you guys are like real friends. And then, yes, you guys do a show on Compound Media. Is it basically like similar to the regular like Steel Toe morning show, or is it like a more uncensored version? Just so in case people are interested.
I would definitely say more uncensored, which we've actually, for our regular show too, we've been doing Rumble only Fridays. So we've become a little bit more uncensored that way. It's just, you can have a real conversation, whereas, YouTube really, it'll either throttle you or, suspend you. We've definitely had our time with that before. And so Rumble's been really great to us, and Compound's always great to us. It's been really great. I really can't wait to meet you on Thursday. We have a big show coming up Saturday with Chrissy and Lila and Nick Ricada, and Aaron will be there, of course, too. And it'll just be great. I can't wait to see what kind of trouble we get into.
Now, I'm sorry if you've already told me this, but are you and or Aaron going to be like hosting or doing a spot on the show at all?
Aaron will be. Yep.
Oh,
Aaron,
sweet.
I believe Aaron is hosting. And then it sounds like your Frank talked Nick into getting on stage for the first time, maybe for a little bit. I don't know if
I talked him into it. Everyone was very inspired. I did a show in Houston when I was there for Anime Matsuri, and it was also like the Friday Night Tights meetup in that same weekend.
Yep.
So it turns out all those guys came to my show, and I ended up like gently roasting, Gary from Nerdrotic, Critical Drinker, Camelot, Nick Ricada, and a few others, Quarter Black. And so actually Camelot recently tried stand-up, and Nick, we had some banter back and forth. Like he was heckling me. I was like, "What are you gonna do? Yell out stats from the Amber Heard trial?" And he was like, Like we had some back and forth. I welcome the hecklers always.
They're fun.
I think that inspired him to get on stage. So I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's prepared anything.
I don't know either. I'm very excited to see what all of you have. I know there's a bunch of people here really excited to finally meet you in person. I am supposed to thank you personally for somebody named Mr. Q. He's a listener of yours that only found my show through you. I was threatened to make sure I say that tonight, but a lot of our listeners go back and forth between your shows or Compound and our show. So it's kind of a nice little community we have going
Mr.
on.
Q, that sounds like the founder of QAnon.
I hope it is. For God's sakes. We'll see.
Well, thank him for all his drops and all his insider info.
Of course.
That sounds very sus. I'm
I'll
excited
pass
to
it along.
see
Yes.
whoever that is. LeeAnn, hello. What have you and your boobs been passionate about lately?
The same things. I just basically do the trafficking stuff. So there's really nothing else I've been doing lately, unfortunately. So that's it. Just dealing with trafficking victims. So that's kind of depressing.
That is very depressing.
Yeah. But that's it. It's really bad.
Wait, what
now.
do you do?
I help traffic victims. I've been doing it since like 2011. I used to just
he helps traffic victims is what
Yeah.
He throws them in a van and drives them from the border to New York City. Yeah.
She helps them.
I like seen it in person and it
Oh,
like
wow.
affected me to the point where I had to like do something. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Just depends. Now it's just like a lot of border. It's bad. So I try to find like safe houses and resources for people, mostly from the border now.
She does what Eliza Blue claims to have been doing.
Thank you
all
for
those
doing
years. Yeah.
That's
Amazing.
amazing.
Oh, I was like, huh? I can't. My computer is like a piece of shit. I couldn't even do like Zia's show or X-Ray Girls because my computer was fucked up. So yeah, so I'm like waiting for it to. It's like blinking, and I'm like, oh god. So if I leave, it's that.
Well, you look great, and we can hear you pretty well.
Okay, that's good.
Everything's
Hopefully
good
it
on this
And
end.
nothing's glitching on our end.
cooperates.
You look good. You sound good.
That highlight? What highlight do you use? That's crazy.
Me?
Say your highlighter.
What did I use today? I only use like Wet and Wild, honestly. All their highlighters are really good. It's probably one of those.
Okay, because you're glowing.
The Blossom one, I think. I think that's the one I did. Wet and Wild has really good shit, I'm telling you.
That
It's
is
like
so
all I
true.
use.
You
It's
should
great.
arrange us by highlight now.
Yeah.
I should.
It's-
I use Wet and Wild when I want to feel 13 again.
No, it's really good. It's like it's like the best drugstore, I think. Especially their
Wow.
eyeshadows and their highlighters. They're pretty good.
I'll give it another whirl.
Yeah.
Hello, Olivia. Look, your boobs
Hello.
have your Trump has crumbled under the force of your boobs.
That's you.
I can't even fit them like all into the frame. They're just like spilling out everywhere, guys.
I love it.
I will say Wet n Wild eyeliner and highlighter is both really good.
Mhm. Yeah.
I definitely have bought a lot of those in my time. But lately, I've been working on my podcast. I've been going back and forth between DC and Atlanta and LA and all these different random things. And I've been doing my little media here and there and grifting. I got back on my journalism grift, so I'm with Breitbart now. All opinions I say are my own and not my employer's. Thank you. So yeah, just grifting.
How did Breitbart, like, did they reach out to you? Did you sort of submit yourself to them? Like, did you send them a reel or something? Or
I submitted myself. I made them an offer they couldn't refuse.
You're like, I just wore this shirt and they said you're hired.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
I love it. This is an important question from K-Max. What do all the SimpCast guests plan to be for Halloween this year? Is it still fun to dress up? I think
I
so.
decided
I think
today
yes.
I'm gonna be Patrick Bateman, but like sexy Patrick Bateman.
What
It's
does that
gotta be
look
sexy.
like?
Everything. We
Wait,
can't.
what
we
should
can't
I
just
do? I still
be-
don't know. You guys
Oh,
help me.
Patrick Bateman is
Yeah,
the guy
American
from
Psycho,
American
Gavin Newsom,
Psycho.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
character.
Oh, Bateman. Yep. Oh wow, that's actually a
Yeah,
really.
I was planning on going as sexy Ted Kaczynski, which is just
Oh, that's a great one.
I said that's
wow.
just Ted Kaczynski.
Maybe I'll be sexy Ted Bundy.
That's good. Let's just be the sexy Teds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Which murderer Ted are you? Well, Ted Kaczynski, he had a
I was thinking of
mission.
being the Wuhan bat. I'm just gonna order a bat costume and then get a mask, and I'll write like Wuhan on my chest. The kids won't really understand, but maybe the adults will appreciate it.
You can be the wet market bat. I'll be the sad little pangolin that was also blamed. We can all be like the things that were blamed for COVID.
Be the pangolin who was raped. And that was another story.
Oh no.
They said
I had
someone
no.
fucked a
I
pangolin.
do you understand? This is the first time I'm realizing that wasn't just the South Park sketch that they blamed the pangolin, because that's how ridiculous that seemed to me. That I just 100% just thought it was South Park making it up. I had no idea they were taking it from reality.
Yeah, it's these weird little armadillo-looking shits that were blamed for COVID.
Oh, awesome!
It's a real thing.
I was
Wait,
also
who
thinking,
blamed the bat the first? Like, who started that? Who said it was a bat?
Fauci.
Because that's incredibly racist. Like, oh, they have to eat bats over there. Like, that is racist. Like, you made everyone think they're gross eating wet market bats.
Right.
Yeah.
They blamed like a
But they
cultural
did
thing.
they did eat bats at the wet market, didn't they?
They're wet markets, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wait, are we even allowed to talk about this? I was going to say something and I stopped.
No, I think it's okay.
I throttled back too, yeah.
Okay. Well,
I think we could talk about the bat.
I'm like, wait, can we
up,
still
like,
say
no.
stuff or no?
I might be the bat, or I might be just like an overly COVID person. Like I might just have like a ton of masks. I might just like
None of these sound sexy. Are you just going?
No.
You have to have
You're
your
right.
vaccine card too when those are still a
I
thing.
think you can make the bat sexy because
Maybe I'll make a bra out of fake
There you
vaccine
go.
cards.
There you go.
Be like the molecule that they
Like a
use
lot
for
of work
COVID.
to use.
Like that round, like atom looking thing. Just be that with your boobs
and then
out.
just cut it out where your tits are.
Yeah, be a sexy
And
like
just-
spore or whatever it's called.
You can be a
Maybe
nerd with a giant
viral
syringe.
moment
Yeah.
on OnlyFans was in 2021, kind of when I started. I dressed up as Princess Jasmine and I had a BBC dildo, and I was like, I'm cheating on Aladdin, and that video leaked, and it like was like my first bag that I got from OnlyFans.
Oh,
Wow. And thank you, K Max, for the super chat. I got new drops.
Oh wow, you have sound drops now?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. I feel like we
Yes.
have to cut down over here. We feel like 400 of them. It's terrible.
I only have one for each color. Well, not each color, just the upper level boys. Thank you, Jesus, for the super sticker. I'm just gonna bang through a couple of these before we get into our topics. From April's freshly showered beehole.
Oh my god.
Heil April.
Heil, thank you. Jesus Christ.
Thanks, a ref task of Stet. Olivia bringing the class to Chrissy's sass.
Why am I the classy one? I don't get that.
It's
I feel like
because of that photo.
I
in
don't
the
know. I
graphic.
always view you as classy too. Like I don't
Really?
know why. Like you're just
Oh,
because you're very composed.
like a classy gal.
oh, thank you. You know what? I'm gonna rebrand as classy. Thank you guys. You can keep using the blazer picture.
Okay, good. Thank you, Legal Vices, for the super chat. I don't know what this is. 5,000 Asian bucks. Chrissy, Jasmine, Anna, eventually, maybe, and the rest right here on Gilligan's Island. Best way to start a Korean Monday morning. Yes, Korean bucks.
Wow.
Thank you, Legal. I don't know what time it is over there. It's probably like early in the morning. Push-ups.
Suppose.
Since Olivia's here, are we talking about poop? Oh
Do
yeah.
you want me to
did
bring up? Do you want me to bring up that incident again, Chrissy? Because I will.
Oh my god, I forgot.
I don't know about the
poop incident.
Was there a poop?
Chrissy had a big poopsie one time, and for some reason we only talk about it when I'm on the stream. It's your poop story when there was no toilet paper available.
One. That one.
Oh no, was it RIP socks? What'd you do?
I wasn't even involved in this story. I just somehow became involved because Chrissy talks about it when I'm on the stream.
Look,
so
this is a story which, when you hear, you will completely sympathize with me and understand my course of action. Okay,
I still
Let's
don't.
hear it.
okay. Let me put forth a hypothetical situation, and you tell me what you would do. Okay, let's say hypothetically you are at a Stewart Shop's rest stop. Okay, somewhere maybe in upstate New York. I don't know. Maybe towards on the way to Massachusetts. Maybe you're going snowboarding or something like that. And you are in this rest stop. Someone is getting gas, and you have to go to the bathroom. And you wait in line. You go to the bathroom, and there's a variety of bathrooms at these rest stops, as everyone knows, every motorist knows. This particular bathroom in the rest stop is just one big room. It's got one toilet and one sink, and it's one big room, and that's it. That's all you got. Okay, and let's say you're in the bathroom, you lock the door, you do more than you expected to do. Okay, we'll put it like that. Your body had something different in mind. Okay, you do the thing. And then you go to wipe, but to your dismay, there is no toilet paper, zero toilet paper. Okay. And okay, here are your options. This is a choose your own adventure.
Are you by yourself?
You are by yourself.
Okay.
Completely.
Yeah,
and you didn't bring your phone in because you're an idiot.
Okay.
So you have no phone. You are by yourself. And this is a big room. It's not like you can tap on the other stall or whatever. Option 1, just pull up your pants and go home and don't talk about it. Option 2,
what color pants were you wearing?
Jeans.
Jeans. Oh no.
Jeans. Option.
It's a little risky.
There's actually a lot of options here. Option 1, pull up your pants, be gross, walk out of there. Option 2, wipe with your underpants, which I know men do this. They wipe with their underpants. They throw away the underpants. Then they have the rest of their day with no underpants. Option 3, you do what you have to do, but there's a sink right there, so you're able to clean up right away. And you don't have to bother anyone. Nobody has to know.
Put your ass in the sink.
You're not giving enough details, Chrissy.
I am giving all the details.
No, you're not, because the way you described it the first time was you like heaved your bare naked ass into the sink and like was like scooping the water and like giving yourself.
I'm presenting a hypothetical situation.
Okay. You gave yourself an enema. Okay.
I am not telling them what I did. I am presenting a situation.
Go
I
ahead.
just
Sorry.
you guys would
Chrissy,
do.
you did the right thing even before you gave the options.
So
I was like, you put your ass in the sink.
Option 4, you waddle up, you open the door, you yell out, and you involve the other people in the rest stop. You yell out to the cashier, you yell out to your fellow shopper. You for some reason involve the extras in your debacle. Okay, those are your 4 options. What
you could mix? You could do 3 and 2. That's probably what I would do.
You would have wiped with your underpants.
And I would wash in the sink and then wipe with the underpants and throw them away.
I would definitely use underpants or a sock, probably for sure.
Sock? But what if
Is it comfortable to get up in a sink and do that?
You know, gotta wash that ass, girl.
Life
wash the ass.
I've never had to do that in a sink.
What did you dry with?
Yeah, good question.
Did you just like wait for your ass to dry?
I think I
put it on the
air dryer, right?
An air dryer.
She just spread her cheeks and
I don't think I dried. I think I washed all over thoroughly. I washed very thoroughly, and then I got out of there.
Oh man!
Was it everything wet then? If you washed thoroughly,
right?
You know, when you're in that, you're not concerned with wetness in that situation.
Just
you're concerned with cleanliness.
Okay. Doesn't it look like you wet your pants?
No, it's jeans. Like
she's got a lot of good points.
Dampness down there gets absorbed. Again, there's no paper towel. There's no toilet paper. There's just you and a sink.
She just twerked until it was dry.
That's what I was gonna say. Just,
I shook dry like a dog.
Oh man. I would bet your ass you check for toilet paper before you go take a shit now, right? You take a look first.
Actually, no, I don't. But
I totally would.
I kind of respect that.
You should
what are the odds of this happening again?
He rolls the dice
off with that shit.
It's very likely that gas stations will not have toilet paper again, Chrissy. I need you to like take that in because that's very likely.
Brought up this story. Everyone thought including Frank, thought I should have opened the door and involved other people. Which
that's because they're children. You don't involve other people in your shit shenanigans. Okay?
I don't need a flashback to yelling for my mom to wipe me. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to involve these people. They didn't do anything to deserve this. I'm not going to have to match toilet paper.
Like, would you?
I don't need other people to know either. Like I could have very well did this and never told anyone. until
Okay.
the internet.
What
But-
about like how long are you taking though to wash your ass in the sink? Like, does it seem to your fellow like travel partners
No.
that you're taking a while?
Not unusually long.
Okay.
It was a
She was
clean
efficient
getaway.
about it.
Okay,
It
that's
was-
good. Because I'm
Executive
getting
There
decision.
wasn't like a line or anything.
No,
right?
and we're talking. This is a number 2, not a number 3. So there's not like a ton to clean up.
okay.
You still put it in the sink,
you
though. You
said
probably
you
left your little snail trail along the sink.
No,
Oh
I
my
didn't
God.
sit up on the sink.
That's what I'm imagining. How did
How
you
do you
heave
do
your
it
ass
then?
into the sink?
Yeah, tell us.
Okay.
I thought you literally like went on, turn around. And...
Like, yeah, are you sitting like reverse cowgirl style on the
That's what
sink?
I'm
What are you
imagining.
doing?
No, I may have had a leg up. I may have done
Oh,
a leg up on
okay.
Splash.
Little bird bath. Okay. I like that.
Who put my Insta on? I mean my Twitter on because they spelled my name wrong, totally wrong on this thing. Is that Frank?
Oh no.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, y'all spelled my
Leonarda
name wrong in the
Jonie?
YouTube title too. I
It's
forgot
just
to mention that.
Jonie. There's no A in it. There's no A in the last
my
name.
God, this was me. I did the banner.
Oh,
I
okay.
take responsibility.
It's okay. I was hoping it was Frank so I could yell at him.
I think that happened to me the
Frank
first time I
anyway.
was on. It happens.
I'm so sorry.
That's
Chrissy,
okay.
did you do
I
the
just saw
YouTube title too? Because it says Oliva, and that's not.
That
Oliva.
was Frank. We can.
All right,
Okay.
good. Let's yell at
Oliva.
Frank.
Oh.
Boo.
Deranged lunatic, Chrissy. It's nice you have the conspiracy chef on.
Oh, that's me.
You have conspiracy
Conspiracy-
recipes.
I did. Yeah, I did a sketch where I'm like a conspiracy chef, and then I'm giving people a recipe, but every time I keep dropping red pills. I'm like,
That is so funny.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's great. Like 1 cup, you're gonna need a white rabbit for this recipe. Just follow it. Russell Hall, sometime you need to show a little beehole for a leg up. That's somehow
maybe.
that's weirdly relevant to the story.
Not for $2, Russell.
Right. Oh, K-Max again.
Should we do this?
Yeah,
What
we
the-
answered this one.
Oh shit. God bless America.
Oh, you did.
Sorry about that. Russell Hall, I'm going as the local flasher this year. Good for you.
I think that's what you go every day. Every
Off
day.
that, kids.
Rohan 45.
Your impression balls.
But had me dying.
Thanks.
They're your oppression balls.
Oh, my friend was using cotton and I said that she was racist because those are oppression balls. I like made a video.
That's funny.
It's funny because people don't know that it's satire, and I don't know if that's sad and it just shows how fucked up the world is, or if people are that fucking stupid. I'm not sure.
It's a
I
mix
don't
of
know.
both. We do that on our channel all the time. We do obviously like racial humor, but it's clearly humor because it's so over the top. And there's still
Yeah.
people that are like, "Oh my god, you're fucking racist!" And
Oh my god,
like,
people
I don't know how to help
my
people.
shit, and it's so crazy to me because it's so dumb, and I'm like, I don't know which one it is.
Like, we could literally beat them over the head with a sign that says "Clearly, I'm kidding," and they don't get it.
No, and they get
So
real
helping
mad
them.
too. Like, and it's so
Yes.
funny.
Empty solid. Chrissy must have a milky rack with freckles.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's so good she has to cover them from us.
How do you take a good thing like bigger than average tits and ruin them with this description?
That's
You've done it.
hilarious.
You've done it, MK Solid. Ghost Crusaders. I think I'm gonna be Pogo the Clown for Halloween. That sounds scary. Oh my god, is this a pink boy? Oh my god, thank you, David Chandler, for the pink boy.
David Chandler's a hero. That guy gets around and helps
hero.
everybody out. He's really a hero.
He's a patron of the arts.
He visits us a lot.
Celebrating Keanu's wrench status, simps away. That's like you're throwing anchors.
Wait, does he mean wrench
There we
or
go.
like?
I
what
think
the hell's a wrench?
I think wrench. It means you have a say in the channel. Like you
odd
can ban
status.
people. You can.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
Jasmine, what's your favorite love song? Ooh,
I don't have a favorite love song. I'm not corny like that.
10.
Damn.
April, we need panel consensus about my new name.
Oh, I don't know. I think everyone could agree that it's probably good to be freshly showered. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right? That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Maybe change it to unshowered. Mix it up. Russell
Freshly
Hall,
washed in the sink.
how do you not how do you not check for TP beforehand? Phrasing. Well, some of
I
us
don't. Does anybody check before?
No, you just assume it's in there.
Right. You take it
have
for
trust
granted.
in the universe. You leap and the net will appear. And sometimes it's
Yes.
not.
But now
I
I
do
think
check if it's number 2.
Oh wow.
Am I alone in that? I think I've had like one too many experiences where, because I have been in this situation, but I've literally just like, I always take my phone, so I'd text my friend like, "Can you like bring toilet paper?"
That's
so
right.
I
get away with it.
remember in the middle of the night snakes, because I went down this rabbit hole one night of like snakes going into your plumbing and like yeah. So I did that.
No.
Super large.
I just bring wipes.
Me too. I always have baby wipes.
Really?
Yeah.
I never.
Yeah, because it's so gross wiping with toilet paper. It's
You
just,
guys make me feel so unprepared now. Plus, yeah, you're right, because
know.
it's always like 2-ply shit out in public.
It's
I don't
one
shit in
ply.
public, though.
It's like
I
half a
wouldn't
ply.
do-
Or half a ply, sorry. Yeah, that's very
Yeah.
true.
I
think
learned my lesson. I just have wipes because I just need them for so many things. It's just good
You're
to have
right.
them.
I've learned my lesson. Never mind. After the story, this is no longer the best way to start a Korean Monday morning.
He's
Gave
like
you
a
10,000
There's no good way
dollars.
to start a Korean Monday morning. It's a you're Korean.
That sounds like a sex move.
on Korean Monday morning.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll come up with something.
Russell Hall, at least you didn't use the stall corner to wipe. Ew.
Oh,
That sounds
That's gross.
That's really gross.
Something a man would do.
That wall corner is probably grosser than your butthole. Don't
Yeah.
touch it.
Matthew, him, and Chrissy, make a top out of disposable blue masks.
Yes.
You know, I think I just can't stand the sight of a mask. I don't want to buy them. I don't want to see them. I don't
Yeah.
want to look at them. So I might
No
just do
kidding.
my Wuhan bat. Thank you, Dave Chandler.
Oh.
Oh no.
No, we're good.
Started this. Share your poop stories, everyone. I once had to clean up the ladies' room when an elderly lady's colostomy bag ruptured. Remember, Jesus.
Oh God, that's a different type of hell.
the bathroom and saw like so. Have you guys ever seen like so much blood that you're like, I feel like this is more blood than would be like just like from your like. I feel like people had a miscarriage sometimes.
Oh my God, no.
I feel like
Maybe in like it didn't all flush or what, or they just left it there.
no, like you'll be like, okay, let me check for a clean stall, and you'll open one, and you're like, what
Yeah.
the fuck happened here? It's like,
That is fucked up. Like, why don't people flush that shit? Like, you have a little. I don't know. I have like too much shame to forget to flush.
Me too. I would be. You know when it's like automatic sometimes, and you can't find
Yeah.
the button, and you just like keep moving, and you're like,
I
oh,
like
this
you-
must flush before I can
Right.
leave the stall.
You wave in front of the little sensor, like, "Hey, buddy, you're supposed to be
Sit
doing
down,
something."
get up. Yeah, I'm like,
Look what you
please, you're gonna
started, Olivia. You did this.
Yeah.
All your fault.
It was the commenter's fault. I
Yeah.
didn't bring that up.
It was.
I like this. This is funny.
BYB. What's up, BYB podcast? Chrissy, April, and Keanu. Less than, equal than. Wait, rest of the ladies on the internet. Gosh, wow.
Ooh. Thank you, BYB.
I think he's trying to nag the rest of you girls.
Uh-oh.
Oh
They all have
no,
better
we
tips
got
than you, though.
nagged by an internet troll.
A raft ass. Finally discussing the real issues on SimpCast. You know it. One more. Yellow boy from Spanky. You ladies are hilarious effing dead.
Oh. Everyone likes a good poop story, I guess.
I'm just trying to relate myself to everyone. Ian Slater, in my truck, I carry a disaster kit, Lysol PT. What's PT?
Rubber gloves.
Never trust the gas station or truck stop.
what
Well,
is
Yeah, but
Excuse me.
I think
If
it meant
you're in
tea.
if you're in that bathroom already, though, do you like take the kit in with you first? Because it's kind of pointless if it's in
Right.
the truck.
yeah.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah, you taking a first aid kit into the bathroom? That's weird.
Yikes.
MK Solid. Milky Rack is the only thing YouTube would allow. Well, you got
That's
to
true.
you got to get creative. Sometimes you can use numbers or like other types of letters to get your point across.
That's very
Remember
true.
when you used to be able to like say anything you wanted on the internet and like talk about anything freely? Weren't
And now
those
everything's
days?
sensitive.
No.
It used to be fun.
Yeah. I miss like 2010 internet.
Yeah.
Those were
I
the good
wasn't even
days.
on the internet then.
I don't think I was much either.
It was like the Tourette's guy and John LaJoy. Those were like the good old days.
You guys think it's gonna get worse or better or the same?
Way worse. I think it's gonna get way worse. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there's very few safe places to have a real conversation left, and that's the truth.
Probably like Rumble, Compound Media, Rockfin.
Do you think enough people are getting pissed about it that, or no?
Not enough.
It would take way more people getting permanently suspended from YouTube to make any kind of a real change, or something like a Rumble or a Rockfin needs to offer people some serious money to cross over, like to make it worth their while.
Yeah,
which I think maybe they've already done with a few select folks, but not me. Okay. I don't know if you guys are familiar with she's become a bit of a running topic on this show, and that is Pearly Things.
Shithead. Oh, yes, same thing.
Videos. We've seen her content, but our good friend Mr. Hotep Jesus had an IRL run-in with the Pearly Things. This is very exciting. This is Hotep Jesus meeting Pearly Things, and he's with our dear friend Lauren DeLaguna, who I think was on very recently. So this is a big deal.
Yo, I'm here with Pearly Things. Here she go in the flesh. I'm putting her on blast. Pearly Things unblock me. I'm posting this to Twitter. Why won't you unblock me?
Oh, and
fuck your dinner.
I think it's funny that she's actually wearing pearls.
I did too. I'm like, oh, just she's leaning into the brand.
I was thinking that. I was like, I remember seeing this and being like, does she usually do that?
No, I've never seen her in pearls. This is the first time.
That might be the only pearl necklace she ever gets.
Yes. No, I doubt that.
I don't know about that.
You are recorded right now. This is getting posted. Unblock me. Unblock me.
And like, look how this is a hilarious, wonderful moment. Like, I wish I was there. I genuinely feel FOMO because they're both laughing. Like, there is a security guard sitting on the left side of Pearl. I guess I was like, I can't wait till I get to that level where I can afford a security guard. But like they're, Hotep is like, you gotta unblock me. And she's like, ha ha ha, no. But they're like getting along still. Like they're both being really nice to each other. And it just makes me think that, not everyone is in person who they're, it doesn't always match the online persona. I think this is a very good example of that.
I think we say that on our show a lot. There's a lot of back and forth with people, like negative interactions on the internet. But if you were to sit down and have a beer with somebody, I think most of us would get along by the end of that beer. You might not agree on everything, but you get along with each other.
I found Pearly Things in Miami. I was not.
Yes, you were.
What did I say?
Yes, you were.
What did I say? What did I say? What did I say?
I love Hotep.
You can never make me off.
Because he knows what he said and didn't say, and she's just trying to get along with like a general, oh, you talked shit
blanket statement.
And I think Pearl often confuses talking shit about someone with valid criticism.
Yeah. Pearly Things unblock me.
I'm not going to.
I found her, y'all. I ran down her ass. You see her. And she got on pearls. A lifetime lock? For what?
Oh, goodness.
I wasn't talking shit. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say, Pearly Things? Hey, keep in mind, Laguna's here. DeLaguna's here. Right there.
So funny. It looks like they're all hanging out.
This is the nicest and most endearing she's ever looked in her life. She actually looks very
really
pleasant to be around
is.
here.
She
deserves to be unblocked.
She should do more IRL.
They should
stuff.
be friends. She's smiling, she's laughing. I mean,
They should
look
host
they're
a
cool.
podcast
And
together.
Why is she acting like she don't like black guys? We know what your ex looked like. Can we stop? She's acting like she don't know who Hotep is.
She
Stop.
definitely unblocked him too, right? After this, I'm
I
sure
don't
she
know.
did.
She did.
I bet she did. I bet they hung out after this, and I bet she unblocked him.
I would love that.
Hotep's paid.
We're friends now. We've been talking and we've been hanging out.
I love Lauren. Lauren like doesn't give a fuck. She's so funny.
I'm using your ideas for my next podcast. Wait to check me out on Jubilee.
Pearly Things won't unblock me, but she's besties with DeLaguna. DeLaguna blocked her. DeLaguna talks shit about her.
And again, it's not like he's saying we're at this restaurant, you know, it's not like he's outing or kind of trying to rally more people to come. Like he's not telling anyone to go harass Pearl or to meet there. It's just fun. It's just good, clean fun. Chaotic Frosty thinks they had sex. Oh my goodness. Now the rumors are going to be flying. It's hard to have someone like Hotep who's very charming and funny and just like kind of I think a well-intentioned person. And he's like, I'm a grifter too. So are you. It's hard to be mad at somebody like that.
Right.
I told DeLaguna not to talk shit about Pearly Things.
I just posted a video called Why I Sing for Pearl. I just posted a video on my Twitter.
Are they in a strip mall?
Really? So the beef is settled.
This is in Miami, right?
What did I say? I did not
called
say that.
me ugly. So she's saying that she blocked Hotep Jesus over saying that she's ugly.
Yeah, you can't say that shit.
That's it.
I said I'm not attracted to you.
She'll have a very thick skin.
Yes. Yes.
Why were you mean to Pearl? All these people talk so
The way
much
she
shit
grabs
about
the
Pearl.
phone, I love.
Then they come in and they're like, Pearl, why am I blocked? Why aren't we friends? It's like, well, I just saw how many hours stream of you talking.
And she's talking about
I'm with
SimpCast.
Hotep Jesus on this one. She looks like a fish.
She's referring
Oh, wow.
to SimpCast, I think, in this. Oh, how many hours stream? Because I had Hotep on very recently with Lauren DeLaguna. And I don't know, maybe a couple people were saying something, but not like everybody.
Yeah, but when somebody's insecure about something, you know, like
Yeah.
that's all they hang on to.
I mean, if you talk shit about people's looks, then you're gonna get flack. I'm not
Yeah.
saying people should do that, but
Right.
she's the one that tweeted 16-year-olds are hotter than 20-something-year-olds.
Mhm.
So
That's
I
gonna be-
think people have a right to
Pretty
say
strange.
something.
That tweet's gonna be memory hold, I think.
Yeah, I think she deleted it, but she did say that.
I said all I said was I'm not attracted to you.
Which is gonna earn you a block.
Oh no, it was
Pull up the tape.
It was ruder than that. I'm attracted to her.
I don't like this girl.
Yeah, she's so shrill.
I know. It's definitely that drunk shrill voice that we get sometimes. His face.
We don't need receipts. DeLaguna.
Everybody wants me to have receipts. They're like, what exactly did I say about you? And I'm like, I can't quote you word for word, but I know you said some not so nice things.
All I said was I'm not attracted to you.
No, you had ruder words than that.
What did I say?
I don't, okay, I need you to.
He's like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I am in your bubble. I'm all up in your bubble.
Ah.
Is this security right here?
Yes, yes. That's my security.
No. All I said was I wasn't attracted to it.
Hotep always got his chest out.
Yeah, he's pretty unbuttoned, Hotep.
Every time I see him, he has like one button closed.
He's got this is a weekend amount of chest that's out right now.
He's Jamaican. They're like that.
Oh, is that a Jamaican thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
they're
maybe
like
I
that.
did. Maybe I did. You are a grifter. You are a grifter. I'm a grifter.
Grift
I
over
want to
there.
be unblocked.
You will not be unblocked.
You blocked me because Nerd Nash said something
I know
about
who
you
that
being
is.
a grifter, and I corroborated, and then you blocked me.
I don't know who Nerd Nash is, but
Listen, let me say this one thing. Can I say one thing? Can I say one thing?
I'm Karl's friend.
Can I say one thing on record?
She, I think, likes this.
I respect the grift. I respect Pearly Thing's grift, and I've never disrespected her.
He's trying.
He's trying. I just think that's so delightful and actually makes Pearl endearing to see this. She's being
That was the
charmed.
nicest she's ever been.
Yeah,
I'm a
she
little bit
wasn't so bad.
impressed.
She was charmed.
She seems really annoying.
I don't think people understand. Hotep is being really sincere when he says he respects the grift, just so y'all know, because he actually does respect the grift of everyone who grifts pretty much. So
I like this
he's
comment.
being real.
Streamer, I don't know who he is.
Oh, he has
Hotep's
every
big old
year
post.
he has a podcast. He's on YouTube. He does an award show called The Grifties annually.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm an annual attendee of Hotep Con in Las Vegas. It's a good time.
I love this comment. Whole time I was just thinking about how that Cuban chain just paid for itself. Like I don't understand why this is funny, but I understand that it's funny, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
You charmed her. You're really out here. I am crying. She shooketh, the type of thing that I do. Just walk up on you and be like, so okay, we'll grift over there. HJ popping up on people like the Navy SEALs. I love fuck your dinner. Oh crap, that's really funny. We enjoy the IRL run-ins.
Yeah, I mean, that is typical behavior though. It's just people like, oh God, I can kind of see both sides of it. Like you can block somebody if you've heard enough bad things from that person. Like, well, clearly you're not in my court, you're not in my circle at all. So it's just, I'll help you out the door. But then again, yeah, if you can't come up with any clear examples of how you've been so disrespected, why can't you unblock the poor guy? I'm a fan of his, so.
Or you could just say, no, I'm not going to unblock you. It's nothing you did. I don't like you, period.
All right, I just don't like you.
She seems like a person who can't really be blatantly honest like that because she's got to do the whole girl thing where you got to be like, no, it's because you did this thing. And instead of just being like, I don't like you, and that's okay.
But
and
here's the
fine.
thing. What if I think the way she's acting, like she couldn't help but like it looked, the body language, tone of voice, all of that. I go, oh, I think she's attracted to him, because if it was like me or a dude that she doesn't like, or someone that's like not her type goes up to her, it may not have been that kind of a response. Like she's laughing and smiling and she keeps talking to him, which to me is like,
is there examples of her not doing that? Is this the only
not
I
that
just don't
people are going up to her in real life. So this
No.
is a kind of a one of a kind. I hope there are more. I think she's very endearing.
I wonder if all that was just for her uncomfortability about being confronted by something in real life, because that happens a lot too. Like you're just like, okay, yeah, and then he's filming you and whatever, because
she is very like smiling. Like in the clips I've seen of her, I don't watch too much of her stuff. Like when someone like attacks her point and she's responding, she does it with like that smile, like, well, I don't know. You know what I mean? Like that's just her face.
Which is what I was saying about that whole thing where you got to be like, I gotta be nice about this instead of just being honest.
Right, it's for appearances. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And that's why when I was watching, I didn't really know, because I've never really heard of this girl. But then, so I'm trying to figure out who she is, and then seeing this, it's like, oh, I can kind of detect this sort of and I'd have to watch more of her before I can make like an assessment, but it seems like this sort of fake personality thing that people do when they don't like you and they're trying to cover up and pretend so that you don't know. And it's like, we can all see you. Everybody sees everything. So whatever thing you're pretending to hide, everybody's just pretending that you're hiding it too.
Over.
I don't know. I think people on the internet are stupid, and not everybody sees when people are fake or real.
I don't know. I've had the experience of a lot of times thinking that with certain people being that way, and then thinking that other people couldn't see it. And then, they'll come up and say something about, oh, this person. And I'm like, wait, oh, you can see that too? And it's kind of surprising. I just don't think we go around saying it because I think a lot of us think we're the only one who can see it, or we don't want to gossip or whatever. It's like, it's not my place. But usually people can see and they can tell.
I enjoy.
Like you can tell when somebody doesn't like you. You pick up on their energy like pretty quickly. So, people can tell when you don't like them either.
Yeah, that's fair.
Leonarda, you have a simp. Herbert here is turned on by the way that you're talking. He says, I bet she could trash talk me in the bedroom. She should tell everyone what a loser I am. Okay, wow, we know exactly what this guy's into.
Well,
sit down.
I get this all the time because I'm from the Bronx. So I have this very thing.
I do like your voice a lot.
Yes. Oh, thank you guys. So I always get these guys who are like, you must love to dominate me, and I'm like,
yeah, no thanks.
Disgusting. Get out of my face.
From Barrister, screen looks like a tic-tac-toe board of jizz targets.
Jizz targets. Don't forget targets.
Jizz targets. Push-ups. The poop comment was my doing. At least it got traction since the love song line got shot down. Womp womp.
Womp. Did you just say womp womp?
Yes, I say it often. I remember the world before the internet. Talk shit and get smacked was a real possibility. Thank you. MK Solid. I really do enjoy LeeAnn's Instagram clips. Everything she says about the border is scary and true. I think bad things are coming. Too many people are here.
I agree. I love her Instagram clips because you get all of your really depressing true shit delivered with some really nice tips. Really though, there is something odd about it that brings like a smile to my face, LeeAnn. Like,
yeah, I try to just get people to listen in any way. Like, I don't.
She's like Aaron Brockovich.
If it works, that's good.
Aaron Brockatits.
It does work actually because I will stop and listen to your clips just because I'm like, wow, she's gorgeous. And then I do probably need to hear this too.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
You got to get attention however you can in this world. Anthony.
Wow.
A simp for Jasmine from Anthony. Jasmine is sugar mama material. What do you think of that?
Ooh. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be a sugar mama.
I don't think
one should do that.
No.
I don't want to be a sugar baby either.
Yeah.
No, it sounds exhausting.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do that shit.
I heard a girl actually say that. She's like, why do girls do OnlyFans? Why don't you just marry a rich guy? I'm like I don't want to,
because
I want to depend on hundreds of thousands of men, not one.
That's true.
I agree.
If he dropped dead, then what are you gonna do?
Or if you wanted to drop dead and now you can't, like.
I mean, do people know what sugar daddies usually look like? I mean, they're doing that for a reason.
Yeah.
Because like an attractive rich guy, he doesn't need to do that. So I don't know how girls do it. I really don't. There's no fucking way I could ever do that. Ugh. I'd rather just be poor, honestly.
You probably just think of it as community service. You're like, I'm giving back to the community.
They do, actually.
Wow, there's good karma coming to me for this.
Yeah. Maybe it's like they just pretend they're visiting a grandpa at the old folks' home or something. I mean, that they have to
You're
blow.
making his day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just paying you for it.
Chuck Morris, this is how the OJ and Nicole love story started. What?
I think he was talking about Hotep.
Hotep thing, yeah.
Of course. Hotep
That's racist.
Our Denzel. That's funny. Oh, Hunter. What's up, Hunter? Hunter is one of my favorite Sims. Why does Pearly keep misspelling Chrissie's name in her tweets? Maybe because she doesn't want me to find her tweets. I don't know.
Definitely.
I've noticed the misspelling thing. It's either a passive aggressive slight, like, oh, I don't think you're important enough to learn how to spell your name, or it's something like when you type search for tweets in your name, it's maybe so it doesn't come up. I don't know. I don't understand it.
I definitely believe it's the she doesn't want you to see the things she's saying about you, maybe potentially take on heat for it. There's people out there, I don't associate with almost anyone ever on Twitter, and there's people out there that'll there's this one guy who photoshopped Keanu and I kissing completely topless with huge tits out and everything, and that guy blocked me, and I don't even know who he is, and I think it's because he doesn't want me to see the things he puts out there. Like, I think people just kind of do that sometimes because they're afraid of like taking on any level of heat for anything.
Oh, wow.
They like to dish it but not take it.
Yeah, that's such fucking coward shit. Like, your opinion doesn't count then. Like, if you're at a protest and you got a mask on, you don't count. If you're gonna fucking block people you're talking shit on, you don't count. Like,
I
your shit
agree.
doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Like, I probably couldn't have cared less that you said the thing you said. I wouldn't have seen it anyways, but you certainly didn't have to block me. That's fine.
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
It is
Like,
weird.
Why?
Uh-oh, Leonarda blacked out. Or maybe this is her black square for BLM. Better late than never.
Hold on. Sorry about that.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for your support. Thank you.
I like to join bandwagons way late. So I'm going to get vaccinated this Christmas.
Herbert, if you send a super chat, I'll talk crap about you. It'll give me some time to think of what to say. Okay, so we saw Hotep and Pearl. That's one example. I think that's a positive example of how to interact with somebody that maybe you have a perceived beef with in person. And now here's an example of how not to act when you have a beef with somebody online. Are any of you gals familiar with Sssniperwolf? She's got like 34 million subs on YouTube. She does kind of like brainless reaction videos, like not particularly clever, but she's beautiful. And it's very simple, you know. She'll just and she's very much promoted by YouTube. She kind of automatically comes up on your feed. Like if you have no favorites selected, she's kind of automatically recommended to you. So she's very much been pushed and promoted by the system. And a lot of people have made criticisms of her content saying like, well, she's a reactor, she's a reaction channel, but she goes an extremely long time before she reacts. And oftentimes she'll just play other people's content and not even react. There's this one guy who has been calling her out quite a bit on this, and his name is JacksFilms. And I guess this guy JacksFilms got under Sniperwolf's skin, and she kind of put out, I'm not sure if this was an Instagram or a tweet, but this was how, which is kind of shocking. I know this is like a lot to catch you up on if you've never heard of this person, but
she's a psycho. She's been a psycho. She hates women and she's a psycho bitch. That's what you need to know. She's done this for years.
IG. This looks like an IG story. So she said, should I go visit JacksFilms? He lives 5 minutes away from my shoot. Yes or no? And then she ended up going. She ended up actually and this is, she actually ended up going to this guy's house. I think took photos of the front of it. Yeah. I don't know if she gave out, April, do you know if she gave out his address? I mean, I think taking photos of the front of someone's house is bad enough because there are so many geography nerds out there that can figure out exactly.
Oh, they already know where he lives. Like they knew like pretty much immediately just from that picture they found it. Like other people.
Yeah, I mean, people have put our house out on Google Maps too and stuff like that too. It's pretty nasty.
She literally said, "I don't even know how to dox."
She totally does though. So what we gathered from our listeners on our show earlier tonight is that she did put his address out there and did for sure dox this guy, and the excuse that I was hearing was that this guy had apparently put out like a lot of content on her that must have been like in a negative light about her or something like that.
He makes like reactions to her reactions and like has a bingo game because she's so predictable, and he's promoting the creators that she cuts out of her. So he like gives them their credit.
Channel. He goes by JacksFilms on YouTube. Not too shabby at 4.87 million subscribers. Jesus, I don't know how.
Okay.
I don't know how these people get this kind of following. But let's go to his videos because I myself was wondering, well, how many videos has he actually done on Sniperwolf?
Does it even matter though? Like, could it?
I think he has a separate channel for that. All the
Well, she's
reactions
in
to
several of
hers. There's
these.
like another
See
one.
that? Her picture's in several of those thumbnails just right up front.
But does any of that matter?
No, what I said on our show tonight was kind of like, somebody can say, no matter if it's true or not, they can say a million terrible things about you. It doesn't give you the right to put somebody's like address out there. I
Exactly. And
completely
this
feel
is
that way.
all him making content. I mean, I don't.
As long
I'm gonna
as
play a snippet of this just to
Yeah.
see if he gives any examples of what she does.
Video about YouTuber Sniperwolf and how she's profited off the works of thousands of other creators by reacting to them in the laziest way possible. And on my other channel, JacksFilms, we've
Yes, this is his other channel, JacksFilms. So I think maybe he points out more. And here is the example of the bingo card he created. So she tends to do a lot of the same things, like black and white filter, victim blaming, shaky camera effect. So a lot of these, I guess, like classic YouTube tropes or effects, she kind of falls into that.
we've gone much, much deeper into just how empty her commentary is. In fact, she's gotten so predictable that Twitter user Piosaurus3 made us a bingo card out of
This is so funny. I didn't know, because I guess I'm not like an old school or typical, YouTuber. I just didn't realize that these were classic moves. Talking over the person in the video. I mean, I think I probably have done that. Random tangent is the video repeats fake laugh. Silent for over 5 seconds. What did you expect? Stock or Vine sound effects. No credit. Okay, so it really bothers this guy JacksFilms that she does not give credit to the people that she's reacting to, and oftentimes she will put herself, like her box, like her camera, over the name of like the TikTok handle name.
Oh, that's intentional.
Right.
Yes.
Clearly.
And there was an instance where there was a TikTok, and I don't know if it's on this video, but it's showing a car that's broken into, and there's a guy narrating it. At the end, he's like, "Oh, this girl Hadoukened the car," and he was actually able, which is funny, whatever, it's a Street Fighter reference. This guy was able to prove that Sniperwolf cut out the last part where, and she was the person who then reacted with that same funny line. So instead of the guy saying she Hadoukened the car, Sniperwolf says at the end of the video, "Oh, looks like she Hadoukened the car."
Oh, so she's trash.
That's shicey.
So I'm just like,
she has no creativity.
Exactly, which is exactly his point. And this guy JacksFilms reminds me a little bit of Brittany Venti in that, like, likes to uncover someone who is like dishonest or has a pattern, like they're not who they say they are. Or I was like, this just reminds me of like a male Venti here.
out of Sniperwolfisms, and we just kind of ran with it.
No!
Shaky cam? Shaky cam.
What's wrong with you?
Stop yelling. It's kind of unnecessary.
Got their car, their neighbor's car.
Oh, all right.
And it's so echoey. I'm like, she's a professional. She's got millions of followers, and she's just yelling into an echoey room. That's my biggest shock. Is that
entertaining.
this girl doesn't have a microphone.
But she's hot, so nobody cares. You gotta
That's
remember.
what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Summarizing, sound effect.
That's a take on the electric Porsche.
Yes, Mr. Beast captions. But during these past few weeks, we accidentally uncovered some shady things Miss Wolf has done and done recently.
Oh, unchill things.
They do get progressively worse.
Okay, one was the.
So this one is fiendishly devious.
Oh,
I was hosting around.
She just like played the same thing over and over again, not giving credit. Something where she manipulated the 8-minute mark for mid-roll ads, where she repeated something after 8 minutes. I don't like fully understand that, but this guy is more online and YouTubey than I am, so he, I guess, was able to pick that out. Oh, here it is. This is the one.
This gets worse. This next one is pretty spicy. During another bingo stream, we come across Sniperwolf reacting to a TikTok of someone surveying damage done to a car. In the TikTok, you hear the narrator say, "This get my shit with Thor's hammer." And then Sniperwolf responds with,
She hit it with a Hadouken.
Now, at first, I didn't think anything of it. A little Street Fighter joke? Hey, that's not bad. But then someone in the Twitch chat wrote this. Wait, what? She cut out the end and tried to use a line as her own. The guy in the video said, wait, what? The guy in the video said she hit me with a Hadouken?
Oh my God.
No, she didn't. We have to screen the TikTok.
This bitch hit my shit with Thor's hammer. This bitch hit my shit with a Hadouken.
Oh, hell no.
Piece of
Oh.
shit.
I find
Wow.
that so cringy.
That's super cringy.
She's a classless whore.
So this guy has made quite a few videos about this gal.
And he's
so
not even a troll or anything. He's like just being, he's observing and reporting, basically.
Yeah.
You know,
if she
instead
would
of
have credited the people, he
False
wouldn't even
duty.
did anything probably. But she
nothing
like doesn't credit any of these people ever. Like it's
Right.
very rare. Like I
and
don't
that
know.
she's not transforming the content very much. She's just,
Dude, I credit people with memes. I leave if I get it on Instagram, I'll screenshot it and I'll leave their name in because it's their meme. Like I'm not gonna cut it out.
At the very minimum, like especially if you're watching a TikTok video, you have to leave their handle up or something.
Yeah, Christy, remember that meme someone made? I can't remember his name of me looking at your butt at the content house. He like messaged me and was like, "Oh my god, thank you for like leaving my name." And I was like, "Dude, you made it. Like I'm not gonna cut it out." Like I always repost it because he like made it. That's fucked up not to do that.
It makes me want to be more mindful of that because it's just it's something I don't know if I've done it purposely or unintentionally, but like after watching this, it makes me want to make sure that I'm going out of my way to make sure, you know what I mean? If I'm reposting a meme or reacting to a video that you crediting the person is very important.
There's like no reason to not include it. You know what I mean? So to like intentionally not include it's pretty weird.
Yeah.
What's been like the internet like? Is anyone on her side? I don't see why anyone would be.
No one has liked her
No.
for a long time, dude. She has done so many things besides this. Like I've just known about it because of the people I watch and shit that she's done to people I know. Like she's real fucked up, dude. Like she like ran this girl offline years ago, Girl Gone Gamer. This is how she got famous. Because she made a video saying that girl was faking her gameplay on Call of Duty and all this shit. Meanwhile, the whole time she was. And it's now coming out in lawsuits because she's getting a divorce. And he like ran all of her shit. Like he made the script, he played the gameplay, he gave her the script for the gameplay. So she ran off that girl and she was doing the exact same thing at the time. Like made that girl's life hell, pushed her off the internet. And she was doing it. Yeah, she's getting sued by her husband because she like it's like his channel too, and she's like trying to lock him out, and he's like, "Oh no, no, no," and he like did all of it for her.
Has such a big fan base. Does she have like a cult following? Like some fans that are. Just
Well, here's the thing: she's got 34 million followers.
Yeah.
On YouTube. So this girl shows up at this guy's house, who's a critic of hers. So even though she's probably a small girl who's not going to physically impose on him,
but she knows what she's doing.
It's possible she could have 1 million insane fans that are willing to find where this guy lives as well and be like, "Oh, Sniperwolf does this is an enemy of Sniperwolf, so this is an enemy of mine." And
You just don't know. You can't be doing that. There's literally not a situation where it's okay to put anybody's address out there. I wouldn't do it to my worst enemy. I really wouldn't.
Oh, no.
It's like when I was going
is
through
she to do that? Like you don't do that. Where is your common sense? Like you've been on the internet a long time. You should know you don't do that. Like ever.
She knows.
Like,
She
what?
doesn't give a shit about any of those
Anyway,
things.
what did she just do it and not say anything? Like with the pushback, has she said anything?
No, so here, let me play a snippet.
Oh, she like doubled down and was like, "I just wanted to talk like adults." Dude, you don't post a picture of his house.
Right. You talk then.
Yeah.
Sniperwolf, a massive YouTuber, showed up outside of our home, recorded a video of our home, and then posted it to her 5.6 million Instagram followers,
posted on Instagram.
goading me with the line, "Let's talk like adults." In my 17 years on YouTube,
Wow,
I've never
17.
once had someone come to my home and vaguely threaten me. Sniperwolf needs to be deplatformed. In this exact moment, she turned from a mere content thief to someone who doxes and stalks her critics. To everyone that's reached out to us,
He's
thank
dead
you.
serious.
We're fine. We're just a little shaken up. But mainly, we feel violated. We no longer feel safe in our own home because we're dealing with someone who genuinely thinks they're in the right for A, stalking me, and B, posting our home to her massive audience. What a disgusting abuse of clout that is. This is irresponsible.
How do you guys feel? Do you think he, it's probably tricky because he's a dude. There might be some guys watching this like, oh, he shouldn't feel threatened. She's just a chick. Like, how could he really feel?
No, that would
unsafe?
be so stupid.
It's more about her followers.
Yeah.
She doesn't have
He's not saying he's
followers.
threatened by her.
Herself and didn't post it. I don't think he would have this reaction.
Yeah, that's like
Should
so
she
wrong.
be deplatformed? What do you guys think? Like, do you think?
I mean, it's
She
against
knew what she
YouTube.
was doing.
Yeah.
She knew
Well-
exactly what she was doing.
I think that's a good enough reason for YouTube to kick her off.
She did this on Instagram though, and
Yeah, should she be deplatformed for this?
I do
But on
believe she should
YouTube, it
be.
doesn't matter. They said if you do it
Listen.
off platform too, you're threatening people or doxing them, it counts on here. Like
If
they'll
I
get
got
you.
deplatformed for making a trans baby sketch, this baby should get. She should be out of here.
Yeah, I feel like people get deplatformed for the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
This is one of
Thank
those things
you.
that I think they should be deplatformed for, like doxing, anything like that. Yeah.
Something where you're blatantly trying to bring actual physical violence. This guy, she could like stay there and be like, I was just trying to talk, but she's lying. She's full of
How old
shit.
is
She's
she?
already shown that track
That's a
record.
good question. Let me find out. How old is
I would guess late 20s, early 30s.
I mean,
But there's just no
anyone
way she doesn't have like an insane male fan that is maybe younger, but will be like, oh, I'm going to go defend her honor because this is wrong what he's doing to her. Like,
She's
there's
pretty
no way
fun.
there's
Yeah.
not one in that group.
Dude,
Like,
there were
there's
some in
no
the
way.
comments on her Instagram. I saw them defending her. And
Yeah.
as far as I saw, and I don't really follow like this side of YouTube people in particular, but as far as I saw, it was all younger men in their late teens, early 20s being like, so what if she doxed him? He was harassing her. da, 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 da.
Yeah.
So yeah. Also, I've never really seen this guy before, Jack, but he looks like a combination of all like the BuzzFeed Try Guys.
Yeah.
Just put that out there.
He
Oh.
does. He is
Mhm.
giving barista vibes, but I don't think that means, photos of his house should be posted. And he does seem
No.
genuinely bothered. And it really doesn't seem, I mean, like, we all have people who probably do videos on us. I can't imagine putting the time and energy into finding out where these people live. And like, yeah, I've been swatted. April's been swatted. I think we were swatted
Yep.
on the same day.
Chrissy was swatted after we were because there was a disgruntled fan of ours that is a little mentally not all there, and he decided that it would be okay for him to put mine and my husband's address in to a Discord of basically a pool of mental patients where
Oh my
one
God.
person in that Discord took it upon himself to start swatting us, first of all, which that's violating enough. That's a scary feeling to go upstairs and there's a bunch of cops in your yard, right? That's
Wait, what do you mean
terrifying.
swatting? I don't know what that means.
They called our local police station where we live here, and they're like, they do this like a robot voice, kind of like, somebody's killing their entire family and stuff, and you guys need to
Or
go
something like-
immediately.
something that would alert the cop, like
Got
something
it.
that would
Okay.
make the cops
they
rush
show up.
over to your place with guns blazing. And the part
Yeah.
that's very dangerous about it, let's say someone doesn't answer the door right away, or let's say you're the only one home and you're streaming. Well, then they're kind of in their right to like bust through the door. And
That's what happened to us. They
killed
Oh, I get it.
sort of
SWAT, like
yeah.
it was a SWAT team. Literally.
Yeah.
So we were streaming that night. And Chrissy was on air with us later that night. And I went upstairs because I heard pounding on my door. And usually, like, if we're doing a stream or something, that might be one of our fans, like delivering something funny, haha, because some of them know us locally here. And I showed up to the door and there's a bunch of cops there. I'm like, holy shit. And somebody said that they called in and said that like Aaron was killing our whole family. You know what I mean? And then after that, in that same Discord and in a couple other channels, people were putting pictures of our home on there and got into a bunch of stuff with our family. And where that JacksFilms guy is right is like, it's just a serious feeling of like violation, and you just don't know who's out there and crazy. Aaron dealt with it really, honestly, miles better than I ever did. I didn't do well with any of that.
Is this the first time she's been criticized? I feel like with a following that
How
big,
could it-
she should
yeah,
be
how could
fucking
it
used
be?
to it. I mean, we
Yeah.
just saw, as much as I dislike Pearl, I mean, I can't imagine her like she just blocks somebody. She doesn't go like to their
Right.
house and take a picture. And,
No, she's too busy. Like I
No.
wouldn't have the time for that. She
I
doesn't
just
have- I
always
wouldn't
imagine
do
with a
that.
following that big, you have to expect people to make videos about you.
Yeah.
The fact that she's handling it like this, it's like she's new and she seems
Right.
like she's
You're
And
so
she
right
also
because
puts
all of us.
herself in these situations all the time. Like she talks shit on so many girls for no reason, and then people will criticize her. Like there's so much with her, it's actually pretty insane. Like she will deny everything to the death, to the point where this dude that she was hitting on while she was married, he had to go to the Verizon store and get them to get his messages like, dude, I am not lying. Like you wrote this to me. You said that he was abusing you. Like she told dude that her man was abusing her and she couldn't get out of it, saying all this shit, and then she still was denying it, that like
Well,
the
she's a liar.
Verizon people are faking it.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
he
well,
wanted
it's
to
clear
prove he
she's a
wasn't
liar.
lying. Like he's like, I'm not a liar. Like, no, you're not gonna do this. Like she is actually insane. Like there's something wrong with her.
If
Like
you
she's
cut out somebody's
not all
video
there,
where
dude. I don't know.
where they make up a line and then you say the line like it's yourselves, you're a liar. You're
Yeah.
clearly a liar.
There's
That's
so
it.
much
All you
with
If you
her,
did that
though.
on stage, you'd be called a joke thief.
Yeah.
No kidding.
People do
Why
do
is it
it.
okay on the internet?
Yep, ran through the mud for that.
I'm like,
What
dude,
I-
there's a reason no one in the gaming community likes her. The commentary, nobody on YouTube likes her. No one wanted to work with her. Like there's something wrong with her. Like she's
Yeah.
just
And clearly, if she
mean
went after
person.
this Jax guy, clearly he got under her skin. And I always say this: you show people your weaknesses when you are when you show them your triggers.
Yeah,
And
to make it worse.
clearly, she's triggered by this guy's content because there's a nugget of truth in that for her, and she's
Right.
like, "Fuck, he's right." That's why she got so pissed. And she's probably in her feelings. Oh, I'm just gonna show up because I'm pissed that he's calling me
And
out.
yeah, her ego is ginormous. So if you're
Oh,
calling her uncreative, oh hell no, you must pay. Like it's so weird to me. Like you're not though. You're not. You're stealing. And reaction content is not like creative.
I don't get why
Sorry.
people watch it. Like
I have
Well,
no. They're
well,
little
it's
kids. They're like
brainless.
kids.
It's a
It's
ton
like-
of kids. Yeah.
It's Gen Alpha brainless content. It's like the next generation like coming up, they fucking love memes. It's very brainless content. It's like people falling down. It's like fails. I don't get it.
I
think
don't
it's so
either.
stupid. I'm like, there's 1,000 other things you should be doing instead of watching this. But it's like, I don't know. I guess
there's
it's
another
background
girl
music.
that does it that looks like her, kind of, but people say she looks like me with Azzyland. People say I look like her.
I've never heard of her.
Oh, she hates Azzyland. She doesn't like her either.
There's another one named Gloom too, like Cassie, but her channel name's Gloom. I think
So
it was.
the viewers are kids. That makes sense because
Yeah, they're all kids. I only found out about these people because my oldest stepdaughter, like she used to watch some of these Sniperwolf reaction videos, and then I happened to catch a few of them. They're like super sexual and weird. So I end up, like having a discussion with her, like, no, we're not going to watch this channel anymore. And that was really like a couple years ago. And I've never heard a good thing about this person since then. But that was my introduction to her.
I feel like the Gen Z has this whole like mindless content they like because they just think that everything is just total shit now, and they know they're like, you know.
I
what
mean,
you're
like
talking
I'll
about.
go on like what's the trending videos and people
Black
are
pill content.
Well, I think what it is it's just so over. Like the world is just so utterly and totally fucked that it's like, well, we're just gonna.
But I don't think kids, I don't think like teens and tweens they know that the world is fucked. Like we know.
Yeah, you do.
Because we've lived
you
in
do.
it.
Yeah, you do.
I think they're
You
part of it.
absolutely
I
do.
think they're all losing brain cells, getting addicted to watching mindless shit like Sniperwolf, and like they see, oh, this shit's cool, and
Right.
I can make millions of dollars off of shit like her.
It's basically modernized America's funniest home videos, so maybe we shouldn't judge. Like everybody needs their brainless content. Like some women like watching Real Housewives. Some people like watching The
I
Bachelor.
also
The
don't get like
Bachelorette.
vlogs. Like, come with me to Target. I'm like, I don't. If I want to go to Target, I'll go to Target. Why would I watch?
Right.
I mean, just go to Target. Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
here's what I got at Target. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. But those videos like do
Maybe
well.
who loves that content are shut-ins, people who haven't been inside of a Target, people who don't know,
That's true.
who are afraid to go
I think
to their
a
house.
big part of it. It's a lot of really socially anxious people who, just spend too much time online, and then COVID really compounded it.
Oh
so.
yeah, they're living vicariously through all the other like vloggers and stuff like that. Maybe
That's sad.
I'd rather see if someone wants to do like vlog to the moon, cool, but Chipotle.
We can't go to the
You
moon
mean if-
anymore,
Yeah,
Jasmine.
that's
I was
We
gonna
lost
say,
it.
you mean if somebody
We
wants to
lost
do
the technology.
Or the mukbang.
CGI reenactments?
Like, since when do we like seeing people eat? I don't know.
Oh yeah, mukbang.
I would watch you go to
Castle
Target.
would watch us go to Target. Well, shit.
I
Maybe
put
need
it
to go to
behind the
Target.
paywall.
Yeah. If you went to Target in your underwear, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, so many people
see
like that.
That's like so my biggest platform is Reddit, and they love like flash a titty in public. So I would do stuff like that. I go to the parking lot, and I would wait till there were no cars, and I'd be like, okay.
So do we feel like she deserves to be deplatformed? Period. Off just Instagram, off just YouTube, off both.
I try to be the person who's like, okay, whatever thing you did the problem on, like maybe let's start there type of situation. Like if she had done that on YouTube, absolutely, you should be gone. You shouldn't be doing that. Obviously, if I found out she did that, I'd say obviously kick her off YouTube. But yeah, I'm like, no, if that's against Instagram's terms of service, she should be off that at least, you know. But I don't know how far else I'd escalate that until she made a problem.
I mean, YouTube demonetized Russell recently, and they wrote in that letter that like, oh, we also will demonetize or deplatform people that go that jeopardize our viewers' safety. So I think this is like a literal perfect example of that. So I think if they don't deplatform her, that would be really inconsistent of them.
And that's what this JacksFilms guy is saying. It sets a dangerous precedent that if she's not deplatformed, then are they basically saying that this is okay to do?
Well, that's the thing. If they just didn't deplatform anyone, I'd be like, okay, but they deplatform so many people for less offensive.
For way less for opinions, for political opinions.
So this is clear doxing. I mean, I think they have to deplatform her. They're probably making a shit ton of money off her, and they don't want to.
Which is why they probably won't.
You think they won't?
Probably not.
They probably Instagram and YouTube probably make so much money off of her. Why would they do that?
If you're in this special club where you make lots of money for a platform, it is a lot harder to get kicked off.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's like if you have the right talking points of the left, you can just like molest kids and stuff. But if you don't, then you can't. So,
well,
that.
We've been bringing up the Russell Brand thing a lot. You know, he hasn't been charged with anything formally, but there's all those women accusing him of SA and all that stuff. And YouTube immediately like, nope, you're going to be deplatformed. You can't make money, whatever, on our thing. But he's so big on Rumble, and Rumble is staying firm. Like, no, the guy hasn't been charged of anything. He's not during a trial or anything like that. Like, we're going to allow him to still make money here, you know, because anyone can say anything. I think. And typically on our show, I think we've been on the side of like, well, we kind of would stand by Rumble in that situation because you don't want to set a bar of like just banning people because somebody said a thing about them. Type of situation. But I think doxing is a little riskier, in my opinion.
Do you think this is career ending for Sniperwolf? Do you think this is like, well, right. I mean, it would only be career ending if she got deplatformed. It's not like
so. This is what YouTube said about Russell, that he violated the creator responsibility policy. If a creator's off-platform behavior harms our users, employees, or ecosystem, we take action to protect the community. I feel like you must. If this means anything, it means this.
Like you show dudes how. Like,
I do agree that's endangering somebody because you don't know what anyone in her fan base might do.
No, there's so many.
Yeah.
You know, there's a school shooter in there somewhere.
And it says here,
statistically, right?
Yeah.
It's clearly off-platform behavior that harms users.
Yeah. It's never safe being like, hey guys, big red flag. Like, this is where this guy lives.
But they won't, and nothing will happen. No one will be outraged. Nothing will happen.
You think that Jack and maybe other creators combined have enough sway because they're all big creators too, maybe not as big as her.
Well, if that happens, she's fucked because almost every single YouTuber hates her, so she'll definitely be fucked.
It'll be interesting. Well,
they've been waiting for this for years.
You think we're all going to cover it and kind of make an appeal to YouTube to do it?
Yeah, I mean, she's done so many things, maybe not deplatforming things, but just a lot over the past 10 years, like just to so many different people too. It's wild. So I don't know if she's fucked. if that's
This
the
is
case.
like a clear.
I think we might have an Amber Heard situation on our hands.
Yeah.
Total
I mean, I don't really
narcissistic
know any of
psychopath.
them that
I don't
like
know how
her.
YouTube would explain that this doesn't fall under the creator response, whatever the fuck that policy.
I agree. I'm not in her court at all, but it does seem though that if you make enough money for a platform, they'll find a way, they'll find a loophole or a sentence to be keeping you around. Like, oh, this person didn't technically violate this, or this, and they'll find like a fancy workaround for it.
Yeah, because she doesn't talk about politics because Steven Crowder made that money and they still fucking demonetized his ass and they wanted him to platform.
She had
but
the wrong,
you know,
everything for them.
Yeah, so her she doesn't really say anything about that, so she might be okay, but I guess
think it
if you
might
don't
just
have the right
depend on
opinion and you just make money.
Yeah, I
But
think
they
if
probably just get money from like the DNC, so it's all good. They'll just make it even.
I feel like
okay,
even-
get him off and we'll give you money. Just get him out of here.
I feel like
He's
even ad revenue
influencing too
alone
much.
would be a lot.
Well, there's a poll right now on YouTube. You can vote
on whether she should be deplatformed.
Yeah. So everybody go to YouTube and vote. Your voice matters. Okay, Herbert. Oh God, this is the guy that wanted me to make fun of him. Have small 4 in you, beautiful CM. I cannot satisfy you. I mean, it looks like you just roasted yourself there, Herbert.
Yeah.
He just wants to be demeaned by you, Chrissy.
What are we talking about here, Herbert? Are we talking about a micro penis?
A small
Herbert,
4.
Your credit score is so small. It's really, really embarrassing. Why don't you pick up your clothes? How come you never fold the laundry? How come you never vacuum your car? You're disgusting, Herbert. Wow, I'm really terrible at this. Zato, pink with a pink boy. Zato, it is cane sword. Woohoo! Dear Chris, please come to a show in Aberdeen, is that Washington or Wisconsin? I think Washington.
Washington.
A bunch of hipsters.
Where's the A in Wisconsin, Chrissy? All right.
Well, wow.
Ouch. Wisconsin.
Wow, Wisconsin. Well, sometimes there's letters in state initials that aren't even
Don't say it.
relevant.
I mean, but they're in the word though.
And also think about airports. Sometimes an airport code has nothing to do with an airport.
Chrissy. No.
Like RSW is Southwest Florida. Explain that.
It's usually the old name of the airport, like how Chicago is, I think, ORD because it used to be called like Orchard or something.
ORD should be Orlando.
It should.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right. Please come to a show in Aberdeen, Wisconsin. A bunch of hipsters moved here, and we have venues now. Messy Jesse's is one. Warmest regards, Zato. I've never been to Washington. I can't think of a reason to go.
Me either. No offense.
But if you're telling me
Washington is
there's
a
cool
beautiful
people in
state.
Washington, I will think about it.
It's a beautiful state.
Really? What do they have to offer?
Trees mostly.
Yeah. Trees.
Forests.
Yeah, forest is good, but I don't know. The
I go to the
city
forest part, but there's very few things that could get me into like a Seattle or like a Portland. I know it's not Washington, but gotta clean those up a little bit.
The Pacific Northwest is just beautiful. It's like
Oh my
they
God,
always take over
Courtney.
the beautiful
That's very
places and
true.
ruin them.
Courtney's in Washington.
Are you in a good part of Washington though?
God bless.
I live
grew
here.
up in
Don't come here. Okay. Oh my goodness. Well, all right. I'll think about it. Couple more deranged lunatic. YouTuber Call Me Chris had to move because people found her house and were flying drones over it and coming up and knocking on her door and running. That sounds
Ding
horrible.
dong ditch. We're back to that. Nice.
Yeah, that's just sick. But then you have to have some kind of like paranoia chasing you the rest of forever that they're just gonna find the next one, right?
You know what I'd do
I
if
don't
I
know.
was that person? You'd have to put up a fence and get a bunch of angry temperamental pit bulls, and then that way they have to deal with the pit bulls if they want to ring your doorbell.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. But then you have to deal with the pit bulls too.
Ah,
You have to throw them
See what I
little
mean?
children to eat.
Would they be
You
pit
see the
bulls by
gun.
day, golden doodles by night?
You guys
No, get
shop
yourself
a lot,
some
though? What about
Dobermans.
UPS
Dobermans.
and FedEx and shit?
What do you mean? I bet a UTI, Jasmine?
I said UPS.
Oh.
UTI.
I said if you do that, you're not gonna get your fucking packages.
Oh, you're
yeah.
right. Because the dogs will eat them. Russell Hall, I'm sorry, I just don't understand why I should care that the pretty internet chick with glasses makes boring content. Why is it important? It's important, Russell, because this is all about how to deal with critics and how not to deal with critics. Because we saw Pearly things in Hotep getting along famously.
Very true.
Russell's the kind of guy who's going to say, like, why should I care that there's a bunch of kids getting raped on Epstein's Island? It doesn't affect me.
Like, I don't have
Dude,
kids.
we're all fucking being polluted because this bitch is on the internet.
I mean, are
just
you
with her
watching
glasses
SimpCast right now to like have some deep philosophical insight on something? Go read a book.
That's we get people like that in our chat too. Like we'll bring up we cover a lot of news topics and then basically just report on it, and how we feel, and we goof on it. And there'll be people like, oh, why should I care about this person or this topic? And it's like, because it's character study. It's how human behavior.
Yeah.
All that,
It's what's happening.
And they're like, what am I learning from seeing your I'm like, I don't know. You're not the library. You're on fucking
Yeah, I know. I hate that shit.
It is.
Like,
I
are
would
you
tell
talking
people
about
that's
things like, oh, are you an expert? No, bitch. I'm just talking about it. No one said I'm a fucking expert. Okay,
having some conversation.
I'm just talking about it.
Whenever people
Don't be
complain
an
about
expert.
me or this show, I'll be like, look, you don't have to turn it off. You can turn the volume way down and then do something else.
Yeah.
Like, keep it on.
You just
but
look
just
at
go
me.
do something else. Yeah. Have it on in the background. A raft test. God, this one's getting spicy. Jack is a pretty solid guy with a nice wife. He doesn't deserve this. That's one vote for
no
Jack.
one does.
I would feel like even if he's a shitty guy, he probably doesn't deserve that.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Nobody.
Well, I don't know.
Like,
Maybe
even
if
though
he-
I'm
maybe
sure
if
he
he did the
wears
same thing.
tight
Posted
pants.
was like even that bad. He was just
You want to hear
reacting.
something great? So somebody tried to dox me when I made fun of the Ukraine war, and then one of my followers doxed him, and I was like, yes.
But that's the power you have.
It was pretty dope. He got me his address, where he lives, where
Are they
he
both
works.
in the same state? Are they both in California? Because I think California actually has laws.
No, this was in Texas.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Danielle
it was
says
in Texas.
Sniperwolf has a criminal history too, including armed robbery. What?
No way.
We need
Yeah,
to
she did.
Yeah, I read
fact
that
check
in the chat too.
Sources and the receipts for that.
Armed robbery from Sniperwolf.
Doesn't seem her style.
No, it doesn't. She and her boyfriend were arrested because their neighbors overheard her screaming during an argument and called the cops. In 2016, Aaliyah, that's her real name, was apprehended for resisting arrest for disorderly conduct, but the charges were later dropped. As per reliable sources, the YouTuber in 2013 was charged with armed robbery. This is per geniuscelebs.com. Take that, do with that what you will.
Valuable.
Mm.
Reliable geniuscelebs.com.
Who knows? Yeah. Chris Benoit, not cool going to people's homes. That's where family is. Family must be kept safe from crazy people. I would do anything to protect my son and wife. Very funny. Thank you.
I'm just happy to see Chris Benoit doing well beyond the grave.
Yeah.
Yes. Predator Magnus. Hey, Jasmine, zip up your shirt, please.
I'm gonna
Thank
go
you.
a little lower now, just for you.
Wow. How dare you, Predator?
What is it like walking around with nice tits like that? Like,
I'll tell you.
Horrible
not me.
because they're real and they're really big. So
Okay.
finding clothing and stuff sucks.
Sure.
You have to probably get
the
everything
bittiest waist,
tailored, or
too.
everything's got to be tight, or you have to get things tailored.
Yeah, and I can't wear like a lot of shit, and also I'm like hunched over right now because they're so heavy.
Does your back hurt? I know that's a classic.
No, they didn't used to, and then everyone on the internet's like, "Does your back?" And now it started hurting.
Oh no, we manifested it.
I know.
Nathan C. She has been arrested on at least 2 occasions that she made public. The first of 2 arrests occurred in 2013 when she's arrested for armed robbery. Okay, Nathan is co-signing push-ups. We would watch super serious stuff like SimpCast, push-ups.
We talk about poop things.
I think what she did is illegal in California.
It is. Yeah, that's what I heard too. And I think federally there are some rules too. And I think they're expanding those. Like this is becoming like a thing, and soon there's going to be actual legal consequences to it.
I mean, that's probably a good thing, right?
Yeah, I think that's a great thing.
Why can't they do that with all the crime? Ghost Crusader quote Jordan Peterson to Herbert, clean your room. I can't do it, Peterson. I gotta work on that. Dave Chandler, Chrissy says Zato Ick is Keen Sword again. Am I saying it wrong? Ick, Zato, Zatoic. I don't know.
I don't know. What the hell does that mean?
I feel like I'm being made
Probably
fun
like a slur in some language.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Jack. Wait, is this OnlyFans? I guess it could be.
Yeah.
Jack.
Tonight it could be for sure.
Ryan McCoy might be a pro gamer move. Sabotage the channel so she can just give it to X in the divorce and he cannot make anything off of it. What an interesting take, Ryan. Yeah, maybe she's just kamikazeing her whole shit.
That's very interesting and probably not out of the question.
Wow.
Is she smart enough to do that though?
Who knows?
Yeah, she might
Even
be
if she's not,
psychopathic
she
enough.
could have somebody in her ear telling her about it.
It could be like
Even a
dumb
lawyer.
smart. Like she's obviously a genius because of the amount of followers she's amassed and her content is working for her. So she's a genius in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
Mark,
Wow, that's a really great point.
Isn't Washington State an income tax-free state? I don't know about that.
No, I don't think so.
No? Okay.
James
Sharp.
Well, maybe they are. I don't know.
I haven't asked you any lawyerly questions yet, Jasmine. I got to step that up. Jasmine Sharp, rules need to be enforced consistently or they are simply biases. Sniperwolf need the dildo of Sniperwolf need the dildo. Oh, the dildo of consequence in its standard unlubed form. Wow. I felt that. Jacob Broughton, Leonarda, how did you survive Alex Stein's show?
Ooh.
Barely. There was a lot of banana eating activities that day.
When did you do that?
That was you. Oh my God. That's where I've seen you before. No kidding. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was about I want to say maybe 6 weeks ago or something, almost 2 months ago. And it was fun. It was definitely fun. There was some shenanigans that went down. There was some people gagging on bananas, and I was like, this isn't what I was brought in here for. I'm being threatened by the whole country of Ukraine. I don't want to see you gagging on bananas.
I really feel like his shows usually go off the rails. I like Alex quite a bit.
It was fun. It was definitely fun. It was fun. I got to be the person who was like supposedly annoyed during the whole show, and that was just fun. Yeah,
of course.
And they have Darius. Darius came back.
Oh, is he back? Black Darius?
Yeah.
Because they had white Darius when I was there.
Right, he's the original Darius. Dave Chandler, April, thanks for the shout out earlier. I'll swing by the Steel Toe chat sometime this week. Love your show and all the ladies here this evening. Thank you, Dave.
Yes, thank you, Dave, for everything. You are a savior.
Andrew Thomas, hey ladies, I am here to simp for both April and Jasmine because they are both hot and smart with a capital H and capital S.
Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew, what about me? What about Olivia? What about LeeAnn? What about Leonarda? What about
Chrissy? I never have Sims coming on
guys
here.
are either not
Say
hot
like
I don't either.
I don't either.
I
that's
actually
a
really
lie,
don't.
LeeAnn. That's
No,
a
I don't.
lie.
LeeAnn,
You have
I'm
Sims.
too mean
people
to
love
have
you.
simps. I'm just like not that.
No, that would get you more simps, LeeAnn.
Yeah, I don't
feel
know.
like
I don't think so.
It's because you're saving sex
Children.
trafficking victims.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what are we supposed to do now?
Right? I can't hold
Everyone can. There's a lot.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's see. Should we move on to a new topic or should I do my big announcement?
Ooh. There's
No,
been
you can
people.
make the announcement.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah.
I got to get out of here soon. You have to say it.
Oh,
before I leave.
right. Okay. So, yeah, very exciting. Just sort of came to my attention kind of recently. I have a promo photo for it that I can show. There's going to be probably more promo photos and details later, but let me see if I can just cue this little photo up here. Okay, here we go. I want to know what you guys think.
You're gonna do porn. It's like,
oh my god,
the anticipation.
I think
you
my
and Frank
best
are making
days
a porn. Oh my
might be
god.
behind me. All right, here we go.
OnlyFans.
Let's get it up. 1, 2, and 3.
Oh my my god.
God. I wondered if this was it, Chrissie.
That is not what I thought.
I'm dead. Wait,
God,
you can drink
congrats.
this.
Already? Damn, Frank.
That man need to get up off of you. Frank, get off of her.
No.
Get off of her.
Oh shit, Chrissie.
I know.
Thank God it's a boy. Oh my god. Thank God.
Nice.
Oh
my
God.
I don't even
Well,
know
it's a
how
boy. It's a boy right now, guys.
Right,
True.
right.
You don't
At
know.
the
knows?
moment,
For him.
we
It
don't know
might
what they're going to
change.
identify as.
It might change its mind if we get a little bit more modern. Oh,
What is
Mom,
with you
first?
guys and all your big news? Like when Keanu and Gino came here last, they just got engaged the night before, and now you're coming here and you're all pregnant and shit.
Oh my god.
So
Well,
like we're gonna have a baby at the content house?
yeah. It's gonna be an intern. You know, sometimes you just if you can't hire a new employee, you have to make one.
Yes.
This is crazy. How thrilled are you?
Oh my
That's
gosh. I'm
awesome.
so surprised. I'm still surprised, but I was like, you know what? I could either let people think I've let myself go and I'm getting fat, or I could just tell people.
Tell them.
Did you think all your eggs were gone and you were barren at this
Kind of.
old, elderly age?
The more internet you listen to, the more you're like, oh. I think
Oh
this your
my
first?
God.
That's
Yeah.
the best news. I'm so excited. I'm trying really
Yeah,
hard.
look at that. Fuck you, Pearl.
I
do that.
know. It's not a
Aw.
it's super surprising. And
Yeah.
yes, it's a big I'm like, people are gonna think this is like a movie or a show. Oh no, it's just a
That's what I
birth.
thought. I thought you were gonna say you were gonna go perform at like the mothership, like Joe Rogan thing or something like
no.
that.
Now here are gonna be ideas that are gonna be better.
I had a thought about it ever since I think it was you were on the show with Kumia. I was listening to one day when you were on there with him and you guys were talking about like how you and Frank weren't necessarily being safe anymore or something like that. And
Yeah,
then you said
from
you had a
being
huge
fast and loose.
project that was greenlit. And I'm like, I wonder because she's kind of been like saying things about it. So I'm
Oh my
thrilled.
god, you guys are making cream pies and that's what you got.
It was not like an intentional thing at all. Like we were so busy this summer. Like I was
You were busy.
traveling
Yeah,
around,
Clearly.
everywhere.
drinking a lot and just living my life.
You
Oh
said
my
something
God.
too. You said something about how you had puked off a boat and you figured it was time to cut out drinking. Was that just your way of telling everyone you
That was
drinking
a
for a
cover. I was like,
reason?
I'm gonna do Sober September.
I knew it. You were
Yeah.
dropping little breadcrumbs here and there, and I was picking up on it, but I wasn't sure.
I
Oh
was
my
dropping the breadcrumbs, then eating them because
You can eat twice as much now, right?
you're not supposed to actually eat
No.
for two. That's an old
You're
wives'
not.
tale. It's
It
only
is.
supposed to be like a couple hundred extra calories a day. But most women, I think, use it as an excuse to just eat whatever the fuck they want.
Well, yeah, of
And
course.
so the goal is to be chic and thin as long as possible, but that might be out the window. So
I'm with whoever said at least it's a boy.
Yeah.
Oh, why? Yeah, why?
I agree.
Yeah,
I'd way
girl.
rather have a
Oh my
boy.
god, no.
I've got 2 stepdaughters and a stepson, and I definitely feel that while he's more rambunctious, the stepson is way easier over the last 4 years. He's
God,
6
girls are
right now, so I've been with
nightmares.
him since he was 2, and I feel like he's been way less work. So less expensive too. 100%.
Well, I've always said I never cared if it was a boy or a girl. I just wanted to be racist, you know?
Yeah.
As
long as it's
Hey,
that.
let me babysit and I'll make that baby transphobic
Yeah.
too, and you can have a nice
Oh my god.
double. You can have a double winner there.
You've got a lot of good people in your circles for this.
Yeah. She'll
It'll
make the
happen.
baby hate Ukraine too.
Oh yeah, I mean that was
Yeah,
a given.
it has to be
That was
against.
a given.
You cannot,
Just
like,
make him intern
you
at
can't.
Compound Media. You're fine.
The baby's gonna come out with a Russian flag.
yeah.
I can't believe I just like it's been such a secrety thing. I was like, oh, do I have to tell people? Like,
No.
Are you excited to tell tonight or
I
nervous?
was like, it's a little nervous because it's a I know it's like I'm
It's
so
different, right?
public about so much of my life, and I was like, ugh. But we waited like the appropriate amount of time that they say, like wait till 3 months or something. Like you're out of the danger zone or whatever.
Out of the woods, yeah.
I would have waited till they were like 2, and I would have been like, "Hey, look,
Look at this kid fine."
Well, here's the thing: if I just did YouTube, I could have hid the whole thing. But I'm like, I'm gonna be in Minnesota this week. I'm gonna be like, Florida,
because you wouldn't drink with me.
San Diego in January. Yeah, you had to. Oh, and Keanu, my God, she was like, something's wrong with you. You're not drinking.
Right.
She kind of figured it out. So, anyway.
Wow.
I hope that makes me
Frank, what the fuck?
It's
what?
Frank's gonna be so mad when the baby comes out and it's black.
It's totally black.
Sorry, you had to find out.
Blackest baby.
No, Frank would stay. He's a good guy.
Yeah, Frank's like Frank's into that actually.
He'd be like, "Oh, that's just the Sicilian part."
Just in denial.
Super Italian, yeah.
It's just very Sicilian.
Yeah, the Moors.
You guys
It's
are so
Moorish.
sweet, and my God, this is insane. Oh, Jesus, these fucking super chats, y'all.
I bet they're wild, yeah.
JB, my God, thank you, congrats, Chrissy. I don't even have time to play the whole drop. Thank you, JB. It feels weird to talk about still. Torgo the White, mazzles on getting a bun in the oven. Yeah, because it doesn't feel real yet. I still just feel like I'm within the range of the fattest I've ever been. So I think once I get past that, I'll go, oh,
right.
Like once none of your pants fit.
Yeah.
Spanky, here's to the diaper bun. Oh God.
You have to get those maternity pants and
Oh
have
my
like
God. I
stretchy.
gotta wash so many butts in the sink. It's gonna be so awesome because you already have experience washing pants.
Oh my God.
Leave it to Olivia to bring it back to the poop.
Oh my God. Thank you, Elsa Bear. Is this a red boy? Jesus Christ.
What the hell's the red one?
It's Seeing Red by made these. I don't Congrats, Chrissy. Let's go. Oh my God, you guys are really too sweet. Thank you. I really just wanted to tell people so you weren't thinking I was getting fat. Arafatas, congrats, Chrissy. May you and your family be blessed. Oh my God, you guys are too much. That seemed high pitched. Thank you. Push-ups. Thank you. Push-ups. Oh my God, it's another
That's the poop guy.
red boy. That is the poop guy.
Oh wow.
Thank you, Johnny. Throttle. It's kind of an aggressive song. I might have to have that one changed.
Classic.
Thank you, James Shart. My God. Thank you, Mark of
What a last
Reality.
name.
Thank you. Jacob Broughton. Congrats, Christy. That will show Brock. Oh God, he's such a loser. Russell Hall. So does this mean you're back to eating carbs? Yes, unfortunately it is, but not too many. Meh, Joe. Congratulations. Wait, that's not the right one. That's yellow. Sorry, I'm almost done, guys. I know it's probably unbearable to watch. Jesus Davila. Congratulations, Chrissy and Frank. Okay.
These are fun.
Matthew Hammond, Chrissy's Bob's account is going to have fun with this great news. Oh God.
Oh hell yeah. That's one of my favorite Twitter accounts of all time.
Wait, is that not Frank? This whole time I thought that was Frank.
It's a real man. We met him in Orlando last October. He's a real person.
That makes it way better.
And
they
thank
tweet at
God
me a
he
lot
wasn't
too.
like we met him and he's like a cool guy because it's like he's too powerful to stop at this point. Deranged Lunatic, congratulations, Chrissy and Frank. Thank you, Deranged Lunatic. Thank you, Johnny. Dangerously, congrats. White Claw will be going out of business, dude. It's
oh no.
This is the longest I've gone in my life without drinking. I don't know how people do it. That are pregnant.
Yeah, I always wondered, like, is that like easy to just kind of give up? I feel like obviously for a life it is, but geez.
Yeah. that's literally the only reason that I
The
would ever
only
have.
one.
Wow, thank you, Zato. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Get to Paulo, Nick to Paulo to be the godfather. Congrats and God bless. Oh my goodness, thank you guys are really too much. Seriously, thank you. Ghost Crusaders, congrats, Chrissy and Frank. Any name ideas yet? We do have some names. I don't know if we're gonna tell people. Spectral Citizen, congrats to you, Frank. Thank you, Spectral, my homie. Kiki, Keanu Thompson, put this away for Little Beans. First pack of White Claw. Oh my God, thank you, Keanu.
Oh.
Keanu was like, saw me in the airport. She met me to go to LA. She's like, you look different. Like she told me that like later on. I don't know. Maybe I'll send her a link. I know that April must leave us.
Yes, it's been an absolute honor actually to be present while announcing that. That was really big news. I had speculated on it for a little while. I think I even told Aaron about it back when you said you were done drinking because you puked off a boat. And I'm like, I wonder.
I didn't say done. I said I'm taking a pause.
Take a break. Yeah, I do remember. I'm super thrilled for you and Frank. I seriously can't wait to see you. Now you're going to be sober and I'm going to make a fool of myself gushing over you. I'm sure of it.
I'll drive everywhere.
That's true. Built-in sober cab for the night. No, I'm just so happy for you, and of course happy to be back here. But we have moved around a lot of the schedule this week in preparation for this weekend. So I have to work early in the morning, and we have some things to prep tonight. So I do need to dip out a little early, unfortunately.
Oh no, it's okay. You're here 2 hours. That's more time than my family spends talking to me in a month. So yeah, you're good.
Wait till you have that kid, then they're gonna suddenly want to be around a whole bunch more.
I'll be like, where have you been?
I just want to see the little one. It's usually how it goes when you have kids.
I don't know. I told my sister, she reacted very weirdly. My brother was happy. My dad was happy. My mom's dead. Yeah.
She's happy for you beyond the grave. I promise.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That's it's weird. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna get sad.
You seem
now.
almost
Thanks,
you seem, no. I'm seriously though. I always figure like I wished my grandmas too could be around to see the family I have now and stuff. And I always figure that the people that have passed can see the good things happening for you. I like to believe that, whether it's true or not. So
They can.
Thank you, LeeAnn. I always like to feel that way. They're pulling for you. I'm super excited to see you, and I'm sorry I have to go.
Oh no, that's okay. Where can people find you and watch you?
All right, so the Steel Toe Morning Show, we are on mainly YouTube and Rumble, Monday through Friday in the mornings, 6 to 10 a.m. Central. We do evening shows Monday through Wednesday as well on the same channels, 7 to 9 p.m. Central. We have episodes up on Compound Media. I know Aaron and Gino took over for Tax the other night on there too, which is pretty fun. But yeah, mostly look up Steel Toe Morning Show anywhere, you're going to find it. I think we're trying, is it Kick now too? I think we're on Kick. We just started that up. So if you want to give us a follow over on Kick too. But yeah, morning shows, evening shows, all of it.
I love your show. It's so reliable. Like it's every morning. If you're up early, it's like my go-to thing to watch if I'm up early, which is rare.
We try to be consistent. Yes. Absolutely. It's a routine.
That's half the bit. Thank you, April. I can't wait to see you this weekend.
Same here. I'm so excited.
It was so nice to meet you.
Absolutely.
I have met you. I said nice to meet you. Like I haven't met you.
I know. I've been on here with LeeAnn a few times, but you other ladies were awesome tonight. Very nice to meet all three of you. I hope to be on here with you again. It's always a good experience.
Bye, April.
Sorry, I have to find out how to leave the studio quick.
I'll kick you out. Goodbye.
I hate to say it. I gotta go too, but only because my laptop is literally on 3%. So
oh no, you don't have a plug?
I can't find it. I would have to go find it, and that could take an uncharted amount of time.
Okay. Olivia, you're an absolute delight. I adore you. Thank you for being the classy, smart presence on this show.
Yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It was nice to meet you guys. LeeAnn, I already know you, but it was nice to meet you other guys. Thank you, chat. Even though nobody simps over me, it's fine. I know I'm the
simp for Olivia, please.
She's
No,
classy.
She's
She's a
looking in the chat
classy
talking about
one.
like I like Olivia's journalism. Like I don't have simps. That's fine. That's okay. I'm a little young.
Journalists that are truthful need simps. Okay, so we need that.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Aw, thanks, Olivia.
Okay.
Where can people find
Congrats,
you?
Chrissie. I'm on Twitter at Rondeau Olivia. It's in my little my little name thingy. I'm on Instagram. My personal is Olivia Ron, and my political professional one is Rondo.Olivia. Thank you. I can't wait to be an auntie to Chrissie's baby. Oh my god. Black aunt. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm so excited already for this.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I can't
All right.
believe
Good night, guys. Good
Love
night.
you, Olivia.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for that racist baby having a black aunt.
Yeah.
No, actually, that'll be perfect. I'll be like, look, you can say the N-word. This is your aunt.
Yeah. She said it was fine. She got permission.
Everything is fine. Oh my goodness. Okay. I sent the link out to a couple of people. This is okay. Do we want to talk about this? Oh, Suzanne Summers died.
Yeah, that was sad. I didn't even know she was sick or
No,
anything.
I think she
I don't really
had
hear anything
cancer.
about her.
She was 76. She was dealing with cancer. 76 feels still like kind of young to me. Although my mom was
It is
like
kind of young.
70 or 71. You don't want to live that long?
No, I'd go now. I'm good. I don't care.
God, did you guys hear about this shenanigans with Jada Pinkett Smith? Jada Pinkett Smith basically came out and said that she has been separated from Will Smith for like 6 years.
No way.
I heard that.
Yes, I think was promoting her new book. And she talked about it, which would explain so much. Would explain like, and apparently, what triggered her, remember the Oscar slap where Will slapped Chris Rock? I guess what bothered Jada the most was that Will said, "Keep my wife's name out of your effing mouth."
Oh my god, this woman is a sociopath, dude.
He referred to her as his wife, even though
she's
apparently
a sociopath.
Apparently,
She's out
he
of control.
won't grant her a divorce. Apparently, it's like
good. Will, good. Hold out.
Fuck her.
Hold out.
It's so sad that Will Smith is this much of a cuck. Like, you just wouldn't.
It is really
think
sad. That is
Like,
really sad.
So
Did she
disappointing.
wait? So I heard her. I know she said that they haven't been together, but did she say the other stuff too about that's what she was upset about, or is that just
hearsay? Let me see. I'm gonna pull up this article from the very.
I don't know. I
reliable
just seen
website.
like her trending again, but I thought somewhere said that she said like she didn't know why he said wife. Like she said that to someone, a publication maybe. That's fucked up. Like you don't have to say that though. Like you don't need to do that. She just wants to embarrass him more.
Oof. Will Smith responds to revelations in wife Jada's memoir, admits to waking up. Okay, her book that's out now is called Worthy, which she's heavily promoting.
Worthy.
All over the place. She sent the New York Times an email saying the book's revelations kind of woke him up. He said that Pinket Smith was more resilient, clever, and compassionate than he'd understood. You have to read a book about your own wife to understand that, and had lived a life on the edge more than he'd realized. When you've been with somebody, let's see here now.
He's still simping hard.
I already got it. When you've been with someone for more than half your life, a sort of emotional blindness sets in, Smith wrote, according to the Times article published Saturday, and all you can all too easily lose your sensitivity to their hidden nuances and subtle beauties. That's dumb. That's not what I wanted to read. Let's see. Pinket Smith said their relationship is still being defined and the couple would not divorce. I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. Referring to the state of their union, I think we were both kind of just stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be. Okay, that does happen sometimes. I made a promise that there will never be a reason for us to get a divorce. We will work through whatever. It just seems like she is kind of embarrassing him, going around saying, "Oh, my soulmate has always been Tupac." And didn't she fuck her son's friend or something?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that, like, of all people, why did you bang your son's friend? Like, out of everyone, that's
It's
so
like he's
weird.
like a singer or something.
Because
Like,
she's
I don't know. Why
she's a
him?
trash woman. That's why. She's like she's totally self-centered,
She's a
totally
devil
narcissistic.
woman.
She's right. She writes this have you ever seen a Red Table thing? And she's like, because when I had to get honest with myself and put myself first. I'm like, when have you ever not put
Yeah,
yourself first?
exactly.
This concept that somehow these people have never. Give me a break.
Yeah. She's in 1986. She met rapper Tupac Shakur at school. Pac was new. It was my sophomore year, and he looked over and he saw me and he just targeted me. Pinket Smith said, and then her first impression of Shakur was that he was charismatic and had a beautiful smile. He had a little peanut head. He was just this happy, bouncy, energetic, full of life, vibrant, and I was like, whoa.
No,
Wow.
well, she can say all this stuff now because he's dead and
Yeah,
it's in the
exactly.
past, and
She
none
could
of
have
it
a
can be
peanut head.
verified. And I guarantee you, she's embellishing and adding a bunch of crap, and she's like made a whole fantasy about it. And now she gets to live in that world, and then that becomes like this totally untouchable thing that Will Smith can never compete with. And so she can constantly just use that to have power over him. It's good. She's reaping what she sows. Good.
Hi, Anna. Anna's here. Anna, that Star Wars girl. Hello.
Hello. Did you do it?
I did it. Okay. She also shared an anecdote of their kiss on her back porch. Does that mean her butt?
Ooh.
Is that slang?
Maybe.
Oh, no, probably not. Something she's previously talked about in 2015 interview with Howard Stern. We both pulled back like, what the hell? Pinket Smith laughed, telling Cotby it was not for either one of us. But don't you think, didn't she also say he was her soulmate? And her mother put her foot down and convinced her to stop dealing. Pinket Smith eventually made her way to Hollywood. As her and Shakur's careers took off, the two remained close friends until his death in 1996.
Yeah. See what I mean? They weren't even dating way before he died. Give me a break.
Wow.
Yeah, now she gets to say that because he can't say anything.
Exactly.
And they just like arrested someone, so she got to put his name in there because her book is coming out. Like, man.
Yeah. Who is this about?
Jada Pinkett Smith. She came out and said that her and Will Smith have been basically separated for 6 years. Which is like, why not? Ugh. I mean, I guess that sucks if you really want to get divorced and your partner won't let you, and then
When did Will Smith get so pathetic? Like, what happened?
know.
Yeah. This happened. She happened. She seems like she's a sociopath and does subtle mind things.
She discovered she was pregnant, I guess, with Will's baby, and they married on New Year's Eve the same year. She said, there's no way I was going to have a baby and not be married. But now she's got, I mean, their kids are like grown. Jaden's 25, Will's 22. I don't know. Oh, she's had suicidal thoughts. Great. The Oscar slap. Okay, so here's what she thought of the Oscar slap. I'm really shocked because, mind you, I'm not there. We haven't called each other husband and wife in a long time.
Oh, God.
Smith said when addressing the infamous moment Smith slapped Chris Rock at the 2022 Oscars. I'm like, what is going on right now? Pinket Smith said
she's throwing him under the bus.
Yes. She said she's really worried for Will, who later won an Oscar that night for his role in King Richard. In a previous interview with People, Pinket Smith said she hadn't spoken with Chris Rock since Will Smith Oscar slap incident, though she did say he came to her right after and tried to apologize. Chris came down at the end of the stage, tried to apologize, she recalled, and I said, he said, I didn't mean you any harm. I said, I can't talk about this now. Chris said, this is some old shit. Oh, this is all Jada said. I can't talk about this now, Chris. This is some old shit. What the heck?
Because Will really wanted to smack her ass, but he had to just take it out on Chris.
These kind of moments can do two things. They
She
can
said
amplify.
that she didn't realize Smith had hit Rock. What do you mean you
Yeah.
didn't realize Smith had hit Rock? You were there during the whole thing.
She didn't realize Smith had hit Rock until his publicist told her.
She's blatantly lying.
How is that possible?
Was that her clone there? That wasn't her.
Oh,
What the fuck?
Keanu's here.
This
Hello.
woman is diabolical.
Yeah, man, she's like a devil woman.
Do you see the real subtle thing she's doing there? She's being real subtle by like what she's doing is she's throwing Will Smith under the bus because it was an unpopular move, and she's like, "Oh no, that wasn't. Don't associate me with that." And it's like this man just fucking did this. Like even if you don't like it, you talk about that privately, but you do not throw him under the bus after he's like publicly fighting for you.
She loves doing that, dude.
He does.
That's what we say this. Or
That's
do you
what I
think
mean
it was,
about
like,
the subtle.
He just like woke up one day and like she had already done it. Like, do you think maybe she like told him like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna talk about this."
I bet
To me, that matters. It matters because if he was like, "That's fine," which he might, considering everything else we know about him.
Yeah.
I'm terrified of being too loud. Am I too loud? Because last time I was.
No, you're
Am I?
good.
You're
Okay.
very-
Anyway, hello, Chrysanthemum. Hello, beautiful, gorgeous women. Baldy just wanted to go to the Oscars, and he's been banned for 10 years. So I think that's why she's coming out with it.
She's been banned?
You're asking me. No, not he's been banned. So he can't go to because he slapped Chris Rock. He cannot go to the Oscars for 10 years. So yes,
and so she's
did
going to
fuck
do this
her,
now.
Friends, her son's friend. Also, Chrysanthemum, I'm so glad. Look at you glowing, gorgeous little gal.
I'm
My
just
God.
sweating. That's really more.
No, you're not. Also, the boy news. This is he'll be a part of the Boy Run Media. He'll be so chic. Also, boy moms are so chic who could be like, "Oh, don't look at me and my son," and they let you.
I get to be like my son.
boy. From what I've learned from the Kardashians, basically, boys, if you're pregnant with a boy, they let you. They don't suck up your beauty.
That's
when
what I
you're
kept
pregnant.
reading. I'm like sucking it up.
So if you're pregnant with a girl, you're like a fat slob, like carrying high.
That's what I've heard. And then you get saddlebags, I've heard, and a big ass.
But if you're pregnant with a girl, if you're pregnant with a boy, it's like low down. You're like, oh, it's just a little bump here. Don't worry, I'll get right back to work. Can we tell them I guessed it? We knew. I knew.
How did you guess it? Keanu had a dream. What was it about?
Oh, not the gender. I guessed you were pregnant. Can we tell them that?
Oh yeah, I didn't tell him the whole story.
She didn't. But I knew. I said you're not. We went to LA, and I said we're not going to. I said she didn't exactly tell me, but I went. You're not drinking, and you're glowing. So.
And then I by accident revealed that I was like we're at the bar, and I was just like, oh, my boobs hurt. She was like, wait a minute.
And then I cried my eyes out. So, but are you happy with the boy news?
It feels surreal. It still feels like I'm not talking about myself. Like it still feels like I've seen things, I've heard things, I've seen the ultrasound, but it's still like I just still feel just a little fat. Like it's not really connecting that it's me.
Like wait, because you're.
What about names? Have you thought of names?
We have a small list, yeah, but
it's going to be.
Are you going to share the name?
Pellegrino.
I don't know.
It's going to be Frank Jr.
I'll just call it Pumpkin or Bean.
Pumpkin Pellegrino. What size fruit is the little bub?
I think lemon right now.
A lemon.
We go by fruits here. Let's check my app. The app that was supposed to help me watch my cycle, but I joke that I think it's a Catholic app, so I think it's wrong on purpose to get you knocked up.
Oh my God.
It's a Catholic period tracking app.
Yes.
I was like,
cycle by the moon.
Yes, it's a lemon right now.
A lemon.
I'm gonna go to a grocery store tomorrow, hold all the lemons, and start sobbing.
I know, truly, and I really don't. I've never been maternal, and I really don't want a child. But when I figured it out, I was sobbing.
You did. You asked me point blank, and I couldn't lie to your face, and you were like, you started crying, and I was like,
You would have never told me that. Yes. It was, but it's going to be fun, Chrysanthemum. It can be, can we tie, it can be the ring bearer in my wedding. I'm thinking, I've considered this already. We'll tie, he'll be too small by that time, but you can carry him down and we'll tie a string around his head with the rings on it.
I'll
and
send him down in a motorized car.
Yes,
a
a
Power
little jumping
Wheels.
thing. Yes.
Oh my
And
God.
he'll throw Skittles around. It'll be fun.
Okay, Jasmine and LeeAnn have to go. I'm gonna quickly see if there's any questions for them in the chat here. Let me quickly review.
I
Oh,
would say
yes.
that-
Ghost Crusader says, LeeAnn, look up August Alsina underwear, but the correct spelling.
That's the guy that she fucked, the son's friend.
Who fucked?
He's like an R&B singer.
Oh, okay. LeeAnn, my love, where can people find you and what is coming up this week?
LeeAnn Star23 on everything, and I'll probably be on Twitch playing Resident Evil. That's pretty much it. Oh, I'm donating money from my OnlyFans this month to the safe house that I work with.
Wow, that's really nice.
Also, hi, LeeAnn. I miss you. You look so
Hi.
beautiful.
You do.
I know.
LeeAnn, what's it called in case anybody else wants to like donate to this place?
What, the safe house?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just donating my money. They don't do that. So like that's why I'm
Okay.
like, just get my OnlyFans and I'll just donate it. I don't like ask specifically just because
Oh.
especially now they're going through a hard time. She's in the UK and I just feel bad because there's migrants that are ruining her shit because they made her take them. And now she can't take victims in and they're ruining her everything. They're like destroying it. It's just bad. So I just want to help her out myself. So
Aw.
you get nudes and I just send it to her.
You're doing the damn Lord's work.
You're a living saint.
It's not at all. It's not. I don't know.
Take
I
that
just stuff like
clown.
that doesn't bother me. I don't really care about money. As long as I have like money to like live, that's good.
I love you.
Oh,
But
you're the best, LeeAnn.
I'm not at all. But
You are. You're definitely top 5.
Stop it. Nobody wears highlighter better than you.
Yeah.
Oh,
You're
yeah.
the best highlighter
It's
in the
the
game.
old Wet and Wild.
I'm going.
I
I'm
know, I
doing
heard you
every
say that, and I
highlight
love a
in
Wet and Wild
And if
moment.
I don't look like you, then you're gonna owe me like.
I
$50.
swear, it's Wet and Wild, all of it. It's really good. I can
Aw.
actually send you the ones that I have on Twitter. I
Yes.
could just take a picture of it because I can't remember which one this is, but yeah.
Please do. I love
Please
it.
do.
Yes, no problemo. I think I followed you. I don't remember. I'll follow you back or follow you. I think I
Yeah,
did.
I'll have to follow everyone. I don't use Twitter much because it's just my porn thing, but I'm gonna follow everybody.
Oh, I'll follow it for sure then if it's porn. So all right, well, have a good night,
Thanks,
guys.
LeeAnn.
Thank you for having me on and congratulations. Don't
Aw.
change. Don't become a
Okay.
weird mom.
Okay, good. That's my
Be
plan.
the cool
boy
mom.
mom. Yes.
You be the cool mom.
I don't want to be weird. Okay, love
Okay.
you, LeeAnn.
Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Jazmen Jafar, my love.
Well,
What
I
a great
clearly
you
part
really
of my
you
OnlyFans
knocked
account.
your first appearance out of the park. Please come back anytime.
Oh,
I
really?
adore
Thank
you.
Sorry, I'm recovering. That's why my voice sounds like this, and I kept having to mute to go like cough and sneeze. So I'm
Oh,
usually a little more
no.
active. But
You look better sick than I do on my healthiest day. So
no, my
Honestly.
nose
yeah.
is literally running. There was like
Me.
bubbles at one point. I was like, "This is embarrassing." Hopefully,
bubbles. There's a guy in the chat who would eat those nose bubbles.
Oh God.
Tell the people where they can find you and what's coming up.
I mean, I'm gonna plug my OnlyFans. I won't be donating money, but I'll be naked tomorrow on my stream. I go live every week. Yeah, you can just go to JazmenJafar.me. That my name is spelled weird. JAZMEN JAFAR.me. Thank you so much, Chrissy, for having me on. Congratulations. I'm so excited for you. And thank you, everybody. You guys are all really fun. And I had a fun, time literally flew by.
Flew.
Yeah.
Like on a magic carpet.
Yeah, I'd be down to come back when I'm not ill.
Yes. Yes. Heal up. Blow your nose and then come back in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'd love to be back on with Lauren and me. So funny story. Me and Lauren got in a weird.
Which Lauren?
Lauren, the lawyer.
DeLaguna.
Oh,
Yeah,
DeLaguna?
you New York.
Yeah.
We got into a weird like lawyer cat fight on this random stream last week.
Oh my god, that sounds like an OnlyFans category or like
It was well, I didn't even. I was hanging out with Destiny, and Destiny, I guess, had agreed to like do a debate, and she was on there, and we were like, she's like, I actually paid attention in class, and I'm like, looks like you worked harder and not smarter, and we were like, ah, and then we're like, cool now.
Wow.
I love that.
Yeah. So
Lawyer fight. At least there's chick lawyers, and you guys are working hard. You know.
Yes. Yes. And my new career, OnlyFans. You guys should check that out. And yeah, thank you so much. Nice
Love
meeting
you, Jasmine.
Bye.
Feel better soon.
Thank you. Yeah, I never get sick, so I'm being
Drink that soup. You could do some like sexy soup content. Like eat some and then pour it all over you. I don't know.
I might use the voice, the raspy voice, to do like
people love party voice.
Yeah,
Like,
I might do that. I just don't think it's not and all that will
like, yeah, baby, you want some snot lube?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
I'm gonna drip all over you.
Okay. But anyways, thank you so much.
Bye, Jasmine. You're a delight. Thank you.
I don't know, Anna. I don't think you're there, but if you're there,
I am here.
Oh, okay.
Somehow you gave me your cold because I am dying.
I feel like it's happening to everyone. Oh, well, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better too.
Oh, thanks. Well, it was nice seeing you, even for a minute.
Bye.
Bye. Feel better. Oh, and then there were 4. Leonarda, I was so happy that when you stepped away from the computer, your cat was filled your position. Yeah, just
fully
lounging,
occupying it, right?
like just totally giving face to the camera.
Yeah, he's obsessed with the camera. He wants to be a porn star, and I'm like, nobody cares about your pussy.
He could be a paw star.
Yeah, it's true. My cat always gets involved in all my videos when I film. I haven't made any content in a while, but whenever I do,
that means 2 things, I suppose.
Is he trying to like knock your camera like off the
tries to
desk?
knock my camera, fights me, gets in the fights the freaking if I have a cord out. It's horrible.
Well, Keanu is dealing with a cat that hates her. Her fiance's cat is literally evil, like it's the devil in cat.
Morbidly
Keanu,
obese.
let me tell you the
monster.
secret. Just kill it.
You know, I'm hoping it decides to kill itself.
Just leave out some rope.
He puts her out on. He smokes a cigar on the. He calls it a Juliet balcony. It's a fire escape.
A Juliet balcony.
A Juliet balcony. Romeo and Juliet. Juliet did not stand on a fire escape. That was not such a thing in Verona. She goes out there with him, and I'm just like, just jump. She would never land on her feet. She's morbidly obese, and she's a monster.
Yes.
She charges at me. When she's hungry, she lifts the photos off of the walls in their frames and starts banging them at like 4, 5, 6 in the morning.
Sociopathic cat.
Yes. So hopefully
she's a
by
girl?
the time what's that?
It's a girl cat. Yeah, that's why she doesn't like you.
Yeah, and he like picked her up out of a dumpster or something, and she's a calico, so whatever. It imprinted on him like whatever that means. Like she wants to fuck him and hates everyone else. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah, and so she's gonna hate you especially.
Oh, terrible.
Is there any way that she can reverse it?
He always says she's coming around. No, I don't see.
Yeah, coming around. It's been how
she's
many
gonna hate
years?
you forever. The only time she's gonna love you is if he's not there, and she's gotta rely on you.
Ooh, maybe I'll say Visconti go away for a while, and then she'll.
Yeah,
I feel like then she may kill me if there's no one around. She might just take the time.
No, she'll realize like the first day or whatever, she'll be like rough or just don't feed her. And then when she really realizes that you're the one who's in charge, she's going to be like, I better be nice to this bitch.
Maybe.
You got to out alpha the cat.
Tried to make me, I did feed her for a while when she would slam the photos on the wall.
No, you were just her little bitch at that point. Yeah, because she was slamming the photos. Yeah. No, she was in charge.
The one time she ever showed me any sort of affection or like looked at me nicely was when we came back from LA. She went like this on my leg once. She was like, and then she hissed at me and walked away. Yeah.
She was like, don't get used to it.
She was like, what's up, bitch? And then that
Yeah,
that
you gotta be the one in charge, and then not feed her for like a little bit, and then don't feed her when she starts throwing a fit. Just when you feel like it, and then you'll be
Russell
like,
says cats love bleach.
you didn't hear that
Russell,
from me.
oh my gosh, I'm going to take that to the bank. Biscotti, that's wonderful. Biscotti, go out of town. Cats love bleach, I heard. I didn't know the wiser.
They love it in their water dish. Oh my gosh. Very untoward, Russell. Oh my God, from Cecil. Thank you so much. I have to play the orange boy sound now. Cecil says, wonderful news. Congrats to you and Frank. Had a feeling when you brought me every White Claw in your house the last time I saw you, including a 3-year-old hard lemonade. That's true. I did have to clear out all the claws in the house because I didn't want to be tempted. I don't know. I just was like, to look at them depressing me, so I just brought them all to Compound Media, and one of them was a pre-pandemic Mike's Hard Lemonade, which Cecil drank on Wet Spot and became hammered.
He became hammered.
Thank you, Cecil. Sam. Oh, you get the orange boy sound. Oops. Couldn't be happier for you, Chrissy. Not just for the baby, but for all the new material and bits you'll have. Oh, that's the thing. Is like, I don't know. Are people going to want to hear about that?
Yes, they are.
Are you crazy? Yes.
Yeah.
People love pregnant. People
like,
love
look,
pregnant.
It's either this or my vagina. These are the two choices you have as a female comedian. No. David Lowe, may the baby bring the sort of light and happiness to your lives that you have brought to all of our lives. Oh my God. Thank you. Very sweet.
That was a very, very earnest.
That means that baby's gonna red pill you on stuff you don't even know about yet.
Oh my God. I hope its first word is flat earth.
Ice wall.
Ice wall. Did you say ice wall?
Yeah.
The first time I've had all comedian SimpCast. This is pretty cool. Keanu, do you know Leonarda? Have you heard of each other?
Actually, no, but you're lovely.
No.
I was watching the whole time. You're lovely, very funny, and obviously gorgeous. And look at the cleavage on you. So I'm a fan.
I heard this was SimpCast, so I came prepared.
Hell yeah. I wish I would. I mean, we rock the flat chest. That's why when April mentioned when we kissed on the stream and people put bosoms on us and like edited us and like made us, I'm like, I love that. Please do it more.
Oh, it's funny.
Aw.
No, you're great. I love you have such a like 1920s voice. It's really cool. I like it.
Everyone says that. It's just the smoking, the party voice, and then
yeah, keep it up.
Yeah,
Keep
and
it
I
up.
like to use the words like untoward and
Yeah, it's great.
You have
It's great. I love it.
board. Whoa, Boa. Congrats, Chrissy. Thank you, darling. A couple more. Austin Brown. Congrats, Chrissy. Thank you, Austin. Tony Sack. A type tonight. Is Chrissy pregnant? Congrats if so. You'll have to just rewind for the answer. Inside of the Ages, help me finish this joke. Little Red Riding Hood and the Boy Who Cried Wolf walk into a bar.
The Boy Who
And they're
Cried
both like,
Wolf.
hey, did you hear about Epstein's Island?
I'll huff, I'll puff, and I'll eat
And
your grandma. I don't know.
Lick your clitoral hood.
Right, the Boy Who Cried
You
Wolf.
are a hood.
Little Red Riding Hood. There was a wolf involved with Little Red Riding Hood, right? And it ate the grandma.
Yeah. The Boy Who Cried Wolf is
He's the one who cried wolf a bunch of times, and they were like, everybody came running. And then the third time he cries wolf, and there really is a wolf, and nobody comes because they're so used to him lying.
Right.
If he cries wolf the
like-
first time, there's no wolf, and everybody comes out, he laughs at them. He does it again the second time, everybody comes out, he laughs at them. He does it the third time, there's an actual wolf, nobody comes out, he gets eaten.
Yes, and then
Moral
Little
of the
Red
story is
Riding
don't cry
Hood,
wolf.
the wolf. So is it like I met you when that man cut cut your grandma out of me? Didn't that happen in Little Red Riding Hood?
Yeah.
The wolf ate the grandma, then
yeah.
with an axe. So
yep.
I don't know.
I don't really remember. I'll have to reread the books. Russell Hall, you'll be listening to Steel Toe Morning a lot.
Because you're going to be up in the morning.
I'm going to be in Minnesota. Oh, okay. Hello, Junior. You get the orange sound. Congrats on the baby. Don't assume the baby's gender till they're in public school. Oh, God.
Yeah. They'll be giving it a manicure in first grade.
Gino Pellegrino, as in Lex Ringgold. Oh, my God.
Gino Pellegrino.
Most Italian name possible. A ref test. Am I chopped liver, Olivia? Bye, though.
Oh, I guess that was her simp.
Yeah, she didn't think she had enough simps. Chip Douglas, thank you for the super chat. Nina, hello, darling. Just wanted to say congratulations to you both. To both you and Frank. Such happy news. So happy for you both. Thanks, Nina. Push up
This is
says
an amazing way to make money for your for your nesting period when you have a room in the house. Yes.
When I start collecting branches and twigs.
I'm going to fake a pregnancy to pay for my wedding.
That's a great idea. Push-up says, I hope the
Rewind
son is born on April 1st. Oh my God, that's silly. It'd be an April Fool. Matthew Hammond, can you buy fruit that is the size of the baby and put a smiley face on it? Or can you put googly eyes on it and have it sit next to you? Oh, that's kind of a cute idea.
Yes, I love that.
What? Kiana, when did you start doing this, clapping into your mouth?
I've always done it. It's just something fun to just like, it just puts something else to something else. Be it. It's just it makes a weird noise.
It makes you look retarded.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't I already look that way?
It's like stupid, which you also do.
Constantly. I can't help who I am.
Thanks for the super chat. I bet Leonardo would be comfortable with fighting chickens in Nanakuli, Hawaii, though. Mob ties, y'all.
I don't know what that means. Am I supposed to know what that means?
No, no one is. Clint Torres, howdy, peoples. Howdy, Clint. Doc Brewski, I hope that your first child I hope that your first child be a masculine child. What is that from Godfather?
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
May your first child be a masculine child.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. Pale Eyes. Hail, Chrissy, and the rest of SimpCast. I hope you're having a great night, ladies. Really cool to see Leonarda on SimpCast. Big fan. I love Leonarda. You have a sim.
That's really nice. Thank you. Nice
Go
to see you,
her
Pale Eyes.
in Austin.
Yeah, I run a show on Saturday nights at 11 p.m. called Shadow Band.
I love that. Will you come on Keanu Cast sometime?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Will you wear your boobs like that?
I'll wear them worse. They'll just be out.
I love it. Perfect.
They'll be way worse.
Way more untoward.
You know, I'll just have one whole titty out, and I'll just have it out, and I'll be like, "This is the size of Chrissy's baby right now." I'll put googly eyes on it.
No, this is the size of Chrissy's baby right now.
Chrissy's baby is the size of one of Leonarda's boobs right now.
Mine are the size of lemons, so these, and then yours in like a few months will be like, now this is the size.
Now, yeah, we'll do a whole progression. That'll be a good idea, Chrissy. We'll just get a bunch of girls with different size boobs. We'll do a progression of your baby during different months.
With
and like
Jasmine
can come on when you're 9 months pregnant, and it'll.
Oh my God! So far, these are all fruits that I think I can get at the store.
Oh my God! Yes, absolutely.
Except for what fruit is that?
Like a
a small squash. I don't know. I guess they have that at the supermarket. Oh God, eggplant.
An eggplant.
They have some of these are. It's this app. I feel like this app.
So it goes from lemon to what?
Peach is next.
How is a lemon smaller than
I've seen
bigger than a peach?
Smaller peaches than lemons sometimes.
That's what I'm saying.
Depends.
And now, especially blueberries. Have you noticed the size of blueberries lately? They're like
it's the hormone.
They're jumbo. Yeah, they have jumbo blueberries right now.
Huge. Like I'll eat them, but I don't feel comfortable with it. Okay. This is I just saw this because Suzanne Summers died. Rest in peace. Her husband gave her a love letter one day before she died, which is very sweet. Let's see. Can we read the love letter? Is it in this article? Let's see.
Suzanne Summers.
Why mention a love letter and then not post it?
Well,
Oh, this was her on Three's Company. Remember, she was so hot.
Company too. Right.
Three's Company too.
Maybe he wanted to keep that one last shred of her to himself. Yes. And then they had two, maybe three blondes, but she was the first.
Really?
Yes.
I loved Three's Company.
I didn't know they were running through blondes on that show.
Oh no, there were different, and her name's not Susie. It's and they acted like it was the same person. They didn't just switch out the roommates. She was the first, then there was another one, and then there was one more, actually.
Wow.
So
Joyce
from what I can remember,
Joyce DeWitt was the brunette, John Ritter.
Yes, John Ritter.
These people might all be dead.
John Ritter died early. I think
John Ritter, he died a while
ago.
ago.
I always identified with Joyce because she was the brunette.
Oh, look how sweet. She died in her new all-green home in Palm Springs. Like green meaning the color or meaning like climate
the dress
change?
she's wearing?
Climate change is actually real. Oh, boy. In her sleep with her loving husband by her side. Wow, that's sweet.
It's how she would have wanted to go.
Her husband, Alan Hamill, had recently gifted her a handwritten poem wrapped in pink peonies, which had been her favorite flower. Oh, that's really sweet.
Oh, yes. Mr. Roper showed up and said goodbye.
Oh, man. She had great jugs, even till the end.
I know. Look at her. It's all that Thigh Master stuff.
She had breast cancer. Oh, my God. That's bittersweet. With great jugs comes great risk.
With great jugs comes great.
The thing that brought her fame eventually killed her.
Led to her downfall.
Exactly. Right.
The irony.
Oh, wow.
Oh, the humanity.
So she's talking about her. This is my future, by the way. I'm going to look like this lady.
Oh, no. I love a good, like, tiger print leopard moment on an older, sexy lady. I love it.
Let's see. She's talking about the character. Oh, even when she was Chrissie on Three's Company, she had cancer 3 times. Wow.
Yes, she was. So her name is Chrissie. Yeah, Chrissie on Three's Company. So then there were, I think, not one other blonde, but 2 other ones. But she was always the best. And I don't know why I watch this show so much. It's
I watched it all the time.
Yeah.
She was always thinking, creating her was actually intellectual. How do I make her likable and lovable? Dumb blondes are annoying. I gave her a moral code. I imagined it was the childhood I would have liked to have had. Wow. I'm a child of an alcoholic, and when you live with violence or addiction or alcoholism of any kind, you handle it one of 2 ways. You either crumble and you just can't handle it, or go into crisis mode. When you go into crisis mode, you become very calm. You assess the situation, try to calm it down. Wow.
Wow.
It was her big break. How long was she on that show for?
She was the first one. She originated the role, as they say.
You're going to love this, Keanu. I got fired from Three's Company for having the audacity to ask to be paid commensurate with the men.
Oh, good God.
It's the boy-run media.
Yes, the boy-run media. My God, I asked the boy-run media to pay me a little bit more, baby. I don't know, with the boobs and the blonde hair and everything. And then they replaced me and didn't even change the character name. It was called Three's Company, right? It was about 3 roommates. They could have even fired her and brought in a new roommate. They didn't. They just said, here's another blonde that's Chrissie. I believe.
She said they were making 10 to 15 times more, and John Ritter was making much more than me. Ooh, they had designated John the star as my star rose
first of a
and
heart
started right. So she won in the end and started competing with John's star and made them mad at me. It made them mad when I was on every magazine cover and John wasn't. We were all on the cover of Newsweek. That was a fiasco that day. The producers didn't tell any of us that Newsweek wanted to feature just Chrissie, and no one told me either. She exited the show in 1980 and was in Playboy twice. And she did nude pictorials.
Yes, well, look what she had to turn to when they wouldn't.
You're married to a woman with such fabulous jugs as these. This is what your eyes are permanently stuck looking like.
Yeah, he looks present.
Jug eyes. He looks alert.
Yeah, he looks all there.
Oh my God, she was in Step by Step too. I used to watch Step by Step.
Yep.
She was
She was
in Three's
opposite
Company
Pinket.
1 and Step by Step 2.
Day by day.
Oh. Oh, you meant as well. I remember.
We'll make it better second time
around.
I don't know if that's from that.
What? I
That
know
is-
the song. What was that? Like, what? Step
It was
by
a show
step,
about like how
by step. Ooh, baby.
not
Gonna
that one.
get to me, girl. Wait, that's not it.
That's New Kids on the Block.
That's my shit right there.
Yeah, it's a great song. It's a classic to this day.
So Step by Step, she was alongside Patrick Duffy in a sitcom about a blended family that aired from 91 to 98. She hosted Candid Camera, The Suzanne Show, and she was on Dancing with the Stars in 2015. Wow, she and Hamill have been married since 1977.
That's love, making it
That's
that long in Hollywood.
incredible. Wow, and her granddaughter was on The Bold and the Beautiful.
She was. Oh my God. And she has I'm looking at pictures of her in Three's Company.
She was so hot.
Oh yeah. Three's Company.
Let's see. Suzanne. My mom really liked Suzanne Summers. I bet they're hanging out right now. I wonder if like when you get to heaven, there's like like an introductory period where you're like filling out your paperwork, you're getting assigned to your room. Like I wonder if it's like the first week of college where you're like just getting adjusted and you're like figuring out like who's there, who's not. Like you might not be aware of everyone else who's dead until you get to heaven. You're like, oh my God, Elvis! Of course, Elvis is here. And then,
Jada Pinkett Smith is gonna be like, "Where's Tupac?" And he's gonna be like, "Bitch, I never liked you."
Yeah, I wonder if the celebrities can pay more to be away from like the peons in heaven. Like they have their
I
own.
doubt it.
They have waterfront property even in heaven. I wonder.
Highly doubt it.
Or if it's equitable in heaven. Russell Hall, you should host a lemon party. Great boo. Oops. Great responsibility. Zato. She was the girl in the T-bird in American Graffiti as well. Look that up.
Hang on, kids.
Picture. Oh, okay. Yeah, she was just very hot. Hot and in a car. Oh my God, Leonardo. Keanu's left me. Inside of the Ages topic makes a gal laugh enough to want to listen a little longer. Wow. Okay, good question. Anything honest can be funny.
Yeah, true stories.
Yeah.
Situations are like funny situations you were in that are kind of unbelievable.
I always like hearing stories about roommates, like Craigslist roommates or college roommates or like your living. I have so many funny like living situation stories of like before Frank and I moved in together. Like I think those are always fun. Or how you like tricky situations or like a fun blackout story or anything where you're like, I should have died that night, you know. Is good to do. Okay. Wow, Suzanne Summers, rest in peace. Okay. Well, I know you have to go, Leonarda, in a couple of moments.
Yeah.
What is coming up for you? What is new?
So I've got my Saturday show at the Sunset Strip down on 6th Street. So that's every Saturday at 11 p.m. called Shadow Band. And if people find me on Twitter, Leonarda_Jonie, Jonie, or on Instagram, Leonarda.Jonie. I have my link there to tickets. You can find me on YouTube, Leonarda.Jonie there as well. So I'll be there, posting about all this stuff that I'm doing. That's pretty much what I do every week, and it's a really fun show. We usually get a really good crowd of people who are down for like politically incorrect offensive humor because
I
that's
love
what I
that.
advertise it as. When I tell people, hey, when you buy your tickets, I'm like, make sure this is what you're here for because there will be no refunds and nobody's apologizing to you. So
You actually tell people that when they come in?
yeah, I tell them nobody's
That's
gonna
great.
apologize to you. Yeah, and then I start the show and I'm hosting it, so I'm up there all night and people love it. They look because I will go up when I bring the comedians up. I'm not like this next guy's really funny. I'm like, look, I owe this guy a favor, so I had to give him 5 minutes. Just be nice, okay?
I love that.
Not make it a thing, you know. But I'll go up. I'll do my time. I'll do some pretty offensive shit right up top, and it'll be a good temperature taker so that the other comedians know what's happening. And then I tell them like, hey, if you don't like dark comedy, now's the time to leave. You know, we'll give you your money at the door. And then everybody will wait. I'm like, well, we're not giving you shit, but you can leave, and everybody can know you're a little bitch.
Yeah, that's great.
But you know, it's like, hey, sometimes people come and they don't want dark comedy. No problem. I mean, it's not even dark. It's just comedy. It's like what comedy's supposed to be. But everybody's so like trained now to just be like anything that makes me uncomfortable, I'm just gonna leave it out of my life. And I'm like, that's fine, but like, don't bring me I don't need that attitude here. I don't need it.
I assume you're talking. Sorry, I had to call Fealty because I had to lift up one cord to make it work again. Am I too loud? Am I okay? Okay. Yeah, I assume you're talking about stand up, correct?
Yeah, stand up.
So something you said on stage offended someone?
Well, I run a weekly show. I run a weekly show where I just book Austin's most offensive comedians.
I will come to Austin and do that show. I would love
Yeah,
it.
please do. Please
definitely
do.
Not for everyone.
I wanted to have Chrissie on last time, but she was running her own show, so there's nothing I can do about that.
Next time I'm in town, and I definitely will be back to Austin.
Oh, please.
We'll make
please
it
do.
happen.
I'd love to have you ladies on. And I love getting like really kind of good female comedians who are, you know, I don't care if you want to talk about your pussy, talk about your pussy. I really don't give a shit.
But make it funny. Like no topic is
make it funny. Don't come up here and be like, my pussy's so smelly. It's like nobody wants to hear that.
It's just the same thing when men talk about their dicks just for shock value. It's like, okay,
just make it funny.
But just make sure there's a punchline. Just bringing up a topic does not make you funny.
No, right. It's just shock value. Just whatever you're going to say. I always go by like, say whatever you want, but is it funny?
Is it funny?
You can talk about your pussy all day long, but make it funny.
Is it funny?
I'm not one way for, I'm not political at all. This joke, it's one of my favorite jokes. I was in Pennsylvania though. I was at a country club and I told the wrong joke. Okay. They were with me.
Is this the abortion joke?
Well, it's a gender reveal party joke. And I won't tell you what it is. It's more about gender reveal than it is abortion. They were with me. People like the joke. And a woman stood up and I said, well, I'll do one more. I'll do one more. It was my gender reveal party joke. The woman stood up, raised her hand, and she said, that's shitty.
Is this the same woman that came to my Ukraine joke? Because it's the same thing she did. She goes, that's
the same
shitty.
woman?
I don't know, but she said that's shitty.
She stood up and then everyone felt so... I've just never seen anything like it. I'm like, obviously, I think the only thing I could think to ask her was, did you have a miscarriage or something? I have no idea what I said. Her husband was sitting at the bar outside, and I like just walked away with like my head in my hand. I'm like, I can't even believe
Same thing with you, Leonarda. You were like, are you Ukrainian? Right?
Yes. Oh, I doubled down. That's the thing, because I get real fucking aggressive when people challenge me like that. So you're better than I am because I like.
No, you're better than I am because now I've learned from it, but I was like, holy.
No, you know what I've learned? I'm working on is staying calm and getting them to defend their position because they usually can't. So when they say that's shitty, go, why? What's shitty about it? Do you really believe that?
That's a good, because I've never, and maybe I'm.
What's shitty about it? Because they're just used to making these points with like blatant, like, and then them saying it is all the proof you need. And it's like, no, tell me what's shitty about it. What's shitty about something that is clearly false and meant to provoke laughter, which it did, by the way. Did you see that? Oh, it doesn't seem like everybody else was shitty.
Everyone was laughing. I had them. I was like, that's why I was like, you know what? Nah, whatever. We're in Pennsylvania. It's a country club, but I'll just go for it. It was my last few minutes.
retarded because their being offended is more important and bigger than their self-awareness or their
or
awareness of their
anybody else's
surroundings.
experience.
Like they
So
actually
more-
override the reaction in the room, the energy in the room. Most people liked this joke, but since I was offended, that's actually more important. And
So
and
you
I
needed to
disrupt
stand
everything.
up. And so then I walked to so I walked out to the bar because obviously I needed a White Claw. And a man was sitting there with a glass of whiskey sitting there just by himself. And he went, that's my wife in there. And I went, I'm so sorry. He went, no. She always fucking does this. You were bearing your soul out there and she just had to go and fucking ruin it. I went, dude, it's all right. I'm trying to handle it well. He's like, I can't bring her to anything like this anymore or whatever.
Yes, that's
Yeah,
correct.
That's
correct.
I said, well,
if your
thank
bitch doesn't
God.
know how to
Yeah.
act, leave her at home.
And then when we were like, when people were leaving, it was like a funeral procession for me. They were like, we loved your joke. We thought that was funny. Like we really
Yeah, they
loved
always feel like they got to reassure
Yeah.
you.
I'm like, it was just one shitty lady. And what's shitty about me? I like your take. Like, just say what's shitty about it. Not
Make
I'm
them
like,
defend it. Yeah, because with the instant they throw an accusation, we take on the guilt. But instead, it's like, well, you actually are the bearer of it. So tell me what's shitty.
And it's a pretty lighthearted joke. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
well.
really, it shouldn't really offend anybody. But also, don't come to the woman came up and talked to me after. I said, I would suggest not going to a comedy show. She said, you
Exactly.
don't tell those kinds of jokes, not in this town.
Okay.
Not in this
yes,
town.
I do. And I just did. So fight me, you old bitch. Sorry. See, I told you my Bronx just comes out. I'm like, oh, put your dukes up.
Yeah.
Put them up.
Look, just told the joke. I did it. You stood up and you ruined it for me.
Well, who are you to tell somebody what I
It's so
do or don't do?
selfish. It's so egotistical. It's so
Sit
self-centered.
down.
Yeah. It's
Dummy.
like, wait, who's the person on stage that has put like a decade more or less into this craft? It's like at a certain point, if you're on a certain type, if it's anything above an open mic, it's like, all right, you've worked to get to this place. You've gotten better. You've convinced people to put you on stage. So other people think you're pretty good. But a lot of people just think like the heckler in LA, Keanu, that a comedy show means anyone can just get up and say anything. If you've made your coworker laugh, you're qualified to be a stand-up.
Oh, they always do. They always do. Like, oh, I could do that. Let me be a part of the show. Right.
Come on down.
Right.
Come on down to The Price is Right. Here's a
And
microphone.
also
Get up
fun.
and tell your best jokes.
No, that was fun.
Oh my God.
We went through a lot on that trip.
Yeah. I had to get used to not drinking. And Keanu,
Yeah,
you
meanwhile,
kept getting me egg sandwiches. You kept getting me snacks. You're such a sweetheart.
Well, no, because I don't know how to deal with. I don't know. I'm like, all right, she's newly pregnant. We must feed her. I wouldn't stop feeding her, and I'm like, I gotta. I looked like your roadie because I wouldn't let you carry any bag whatsoever. I'm like, well, I will not be responsible if the pregnancy doesn't take. Now you're in the safe zone. You can tell people, but I'm like, not responsible. But I will,
know.
I will protect this.
I found out like 2 or 3 days before that LA trip. Like I didn't even go to a doctor yet. I just was like,
no.
Now I gotta go to LA. I have to perform under an outdoor tent. I have.
Well, I must do this. I must have somebody getting punched in the face, while I'm newly pregnant. That sounds like a fun time. Yeah. So no, I was like, I never ate more in my life because I was trying to feed you. Like,
yeah,
we better get some breakfast, or would you like a cake pop? Something? I don't know.
Oh my God. It's surreal. It's like I told my brother and sister today. Because I'm like, I feel like it's not even me. I feel like I'm talking about this and it's happening to somebody else. Like I just feel like I'm a little out of shape. Like that's it, really. Like
No, when you're not, but people, it was about to be a little just maybe 35 more seconds longer before people started to like say something, because your boobs are just they're
really they're kind of there's a lot happening.
But then people would
all of my bras are push-up bras, all of them, and
but
now I
that
don't need to wear that.
Fine, and then you weren't drinking. That was all. But
yeah. And turns out this is why God is real, because everything I've learned and read and every doctor I've talked to, the most dangerous time to drink while you're pregnant is weeks 7 through 12. And guess who only drank up through week 7?
Wow.
You were very worried about that. I was like, listen, my mom has told me time and time again. She would go to Mexico with my dad when they were pregnant with me, and she would have a pina colada or two. She just openly admits
but
that.
like she didn't know. Like if you don't know, and then the more people the more people don't know, and they just keep drinking. They just think they're
right. But you figured it out, and so I knew it was going to be fine. I just wanted to keep you calm, and then
right, because stress makes the baby gay, I've heard.
Yes, so that's
is that true?
Why my mother would say
so
my mother
funny.
was stressed. Yeah.
I think that's
all right. I have to run, ladies. This was great.
Oh, right. I held you past your out time.
No, thank you. Thanks for having me. I love this.
I love you and your boobs. You're so funny.
Thank you.
I'm so happy we met.
Me too. I'd love to. I'll come back anytime. And Keanu, just let me know. I'd love to do Keanu cast. Sounds
I
fun.
will put producer Roberto on it. You would be a great guest. I would love to talk to you more.
Yes, you're the best. Thank you, Leonarda.
Have a good night.
Everyone
Bye,
follow Leonarda. Follow her. See her in Austin. The new stand-up comedy capital of the world, I guess.
Apparently. Well, we don't need a mothership. You're the new mothership. It's fine, right?
Why? Because I'll be big enough for people to perform on?
No, because you're going to be a mother. All right, Mom. I'll leave you alone now to wrap it up. It's been 3 hours, and you must get your rest. Anything else you want to cover?
No, it feels weird to tell people.
It is weird, but you're past the point of weirdness. It's going to be just fine.
Yeah.
Oh, what are your nervousness? What's your nervousness about?
I don't know. I don't.
Tell me about
finger on it.
Tell me about your reveal to your brother and sister.
I think I was. What did I say to my brother? I said, what do you think about becoming an uncle again? And he said, I'm not an uncle at all right now. I was like, wait, fuck, whatever. Wait, let me redo this. I said, wait, how would you like to be an uncle? Because my sister doesn't have kids. He's the one with kids. So
he said, I don't know. I'm not an uncle.
No. He knew what I was getting at. I just said it wrong because I didn't realize, like, my sister's an aunt already. I'm an aunt already, but he is not yet an uncle. So I should have said, how do you feel about becoming an uncle? I should have rehearsed it.
You said it on the phone?
Yeah, it was on the phone.
And then
I had to get it over with quickly before the show.
Yeah. And then
not that any of them watched the show, but I'm doing like social media posts too. So I just was like, all right, I want my brother and sister to know before I see it on Instagram or something.
So then he just went, oh, congratulations.
No, my brother was so happy. My brother was so happy.
Yeah.
And
it's like
his kids are the cutest. Like
they are.
They like made me kind of want them because they're just so cute.
Yeah, and like you got now it's a little cousin moment, and then grow up together.
Cousin moment.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That'll be fun. What
yeah, see, it is weird. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know why it's weird to tell people because you just it's a thing that's like kind of out of your control. Whereas I feel like most things in your career are in your control.
Yeah. And they say you're supposed to keep it as this sort of secret until the time that it's like, okay.
Really noticeable. I mean, I think I'm not noticeable yet.
You're not noticeable, but you're right in the thing where it's like, I'm not just fat, guys. I swear I'm like, and not saying you're fat, but that's what I would be worried about. That's what Chloe said.
Gosh, wait, threw in the towel like right away.
That's what I'm worried about. I'm like, I'm pregnant and I just don't have a bump yet. Okay. Like
I remember we were at the zoo at the beginning of the summer, and did I tell you about the zoo story? We were at the Philly Zoo, and there was a huge camp there, and I was waiting in line for the bathroom, and there was, you know how these like bitchy camp. This is Philly, by the way. So imagine like if you can envision the people I'm talking about, bitchy teenage camp counselors, okay, like children in charge of other children, but the camp counselors have an ego, you know, they think they're hot shit because they're in charge of a couple of 7-year-olds, and they are kind of aligning the kids to go in the bathroom, and I'm in line and I'm waiting and I'm about to go in next, and all of a sudden the bitchy camp counselor like pushes one of her kids ahead of me, and I had to pee so fucking bad, Keanu. And I was just aghast at the lack of respect for their elders, which was me, because everyone's like teenager or younger, you know what I mean?
But
And
also, I'm one person. You're with a long line.
A gaggle. I sat and waited in line. I waited my time, and then she pushed this kid. I don't know what happened, but all that came out of me was like, "How dare you? I'm pregnant!" Like I lied about being pregnant for some reason. In line at the zoo bathroom because I thought that was the only way I could get this teenager's respect, and guess what? It didn't. She was like, "I don't care. I don't know." Like, of course you don't care.
Like,
look at you.
Yeah, go ahead. Get in the whale tank then.
But I was, thank you, Courtney. At the time, I didn't realize I was also holding a can of rosé because I was drinking zoo rosé. So I literally said that while you have such a good memory, Courtney. I said, I'm pregnant.
I didn't know this was alcoholic. I just love roses.
I just thought it was a seltzer. I'm a bus driver. No.
Oh God, I just knew. That's why I was feeling so good.
There's nothing that was peak Chrissy is drinking rosé at the zoo and lying about being pregnant to actually get my rightful place in the bathroom line. But I lost that. I lost that battle of wits. I had to walk to the fucking men's room on the other side of the zoo.
You will drink seltzers at a zoo again with little baby boy bean, you know?
Bean. Oh my God.
The little bean. No, that's what I kept calling it. I'm like, there's a little Truly bean in there. We don't know what it is, but we'll keep it safe until
it's made of Truly.
Yeah. Little Truly.
Thank you, Pale Eyes. Congrats, Chrissy. You'll be a gram. Oh my God. I mean, I don't know what to do. I was all ready. I know how to French braid really well, but I don't know. Boy, I'll have to learn boy stuff.
Well, what did is Frank happy with the gender result? Obviously.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Boy run media.
The boy run media. Mm-hmm. No, boy moms are chicer. Like I would want a boy.
They're like kind of low maintenance, and they're I'm sorry, I have to go to a sports practice. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, if you wear your big sunglasses, you grow his hair long, put a little like headband on it, and be like, oh, yeah, I'm a boy mom. It's gonna be so chic because
no time for drama.
No time. No. I don't tie bows in hair. I don't know what that is. My boy, I'm going to hand him a guitar, and he'll be the next like really cool drummer, like something like that.
God. I'm not going to be the mom that jumps on her high school son at the football practice. Have you seen that clip? This woman jumped on her son, wrapped both legs around him, and he's at the game in his uniform still. I don't know if it was in between innings or something, but she's full-grown mom jumps on basically almost full-grown son, wraps her arms and legs around him like a rabid koala, and then she had to jump off her own son. I was like, that's the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah, the coach is like, walk it off.
The mom is good looking too. It's like, if you didn't look at her face, you'd be like, oh, is that from the back? Like, oh, is that your girlfriend? And then she jumps off. I'm like, oh, that's your mom.
No, I'd be like Posh Spice. I'd be like, I don't really understand soccer, but I like that he plays it,
Oh my God.
What on earth?
Matthew Hammond, can you get Roseanne on the podcast to talk about mom humor? I love Roseanne. I'm going to start manifesting a Roseanne collab. Pale Eyes FNT uncles can help out yet. Oh my God, there's all those guys have like 5 kids each. It's insane.
Yeah, it's so funny because I've always said this about you. I'm like, I don't know how you deal with the things that you deal with. The way that you just play Pokemon Go to like decompress.
You have to. That's actually like, that's my brainless activity.
For me, it's like maybe just like online shopping or like
I do that too. I'll put things in bags in carts and I'll never buy them. Like I have multiple carts going.
Right. Because I don't know. Right. So that maybe it's a good thing. But if I were like, when I think about LA and what we no, I act like it's me. What we were going through with your new pregnancy. No, I'm teasing. It was just to find something out like that. And then like, all right, great. Of course, something viral happens. Somebody got assaulted. Wonderful.
Of course. Yeah. Better him than me though. Cause I was still in that vulnerable area. Yeah.
And I'm going like, is this really worth it? Let's just leave it alone. There's a little bean in the oven, you know.
Fealty keeps multiple orders on Uber Eats to track inflation. That sounds intense.
Is it to track inflation?
I don't understand how that works. A raft test. Tech him not to light your carpet on fire. What? No, that's untoward. That Amber, congrats. So happy for you. Question. After finding out, have you changed or shifted your diet, fitness, thoughts, anything? Maybe I should do like a Prager show or something. But like, you just can't. You got to watch your caffeine. You can't have more than 200 milligrams caffeine a day, which for me is like the biggest bitch of it all because I'm used to drinking coffee from the moment I wake up to the moment I fall asleep, and you can only really have like 2 small cups a day. You can't have sushi, which I can live without. You can't have like soft cheeses. I'm like, I can live without brie. I'm good. You can't have like soft serve ice cream, which I wasn't really eating because I was like just doing keto and like low carb, last 2 years. So
yeah,
but you can work out. You just can only lift between like 10 and 20 pounds. But like working out is good, and I just need it.
You really don't look different. You just have bigger boobs, and like also I guess so.
Because you have Scorpio 6th sense.
I knew when I met you in the airport. Like, wow, something is amiss. I could just tell, and then I guessed it. And how could you not?
I'd be like, no. And then I proceed to not drink for a week.
No, and then I cried my eyes out. I was like,
well,
I will do anything to keep little Truly being safe.
Oh, and you have to eat like fruit. You have to eat and you gotta make sure you're eating a lot of protein, which I was doing anyway.
Yeah, and you never had a bad diet, and
I was just not eating it was definitely a little unbalanced. I wasn't eating like any bread or fruit except for like berries.
When we were in Vegas and Dallas, we ate nothing.
No, we literally just had White Claw.
We literally ate nothing. We were like, who cares? We're too busy. Yeah.
But I've never looked better. That was the peak, that trip.
We'll get right back. The breast milk, you'll breastfeed and you'll be thin and chic once again. You're going to be a boy, Mom.
Oh, I can't. I don't know. I can think about that right now.
You'll be just fine.
There's a penis
You're already doing
growing inside me, Keanu.
Oh God.
Isn't that crazy? It's in there. It's in there. I'm trans.
Isn't it weird? Yeah, there's a dick inside you right now.
And I didn't even have to like pretend to laugh at its jokes.
Isn't it weird that the little baby penis, little micro penis is growing inside you right now as we speak?
Oh God.
I know. That's a horrible way to put it. True.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All right.
No, I would want a boy and I would get a girl just because. Well, I
wasn't trying to have a preference. I was like just envisioning both scenarios.
Yeah, a boy, an older. Well, either way, a boy is fun because boy run media, and then I mean, boys are fun. You get to be a chic boy mom.
Boys are generally funnier unless you're like a female stand-up comic. Boys are more, you will know all the things.
Yeah.
We're kind of like dudes in a way.
We are, definitely. Like a teacher once told me, she was like, your dick hangs lower, like to the ground than any of these boys.
You're like, no, that's my tampon string.
That's my tampon string raking across the floor, Joy.
What do you work for, American Airlines?
What? Who are you?
Oh my God.
So cute.
Okay. Auntie Kiki, thanks for coming on.
Of course. And I think you should do a pregnancy stream. And
would that be like make me insufferable?
No. Are you kidding?
I'll just contain everything to that stream. I won't let it bleed over into other shows.
Oh my gosh. No. We have to sing it from the mountaintops. This is the time where you go like, hello, I'm pregnant. I can be this way or that way, and I don't care. Look at me. Look at me. Right. So you do a pregnancy stream. You tell people what you're eating. You talk about like pregnant women.
Hold on. It's Kiki's betrothed, Gino Bisconti. Thank you for the super chat, Gino. Keep her thinking, line this, Chrissy.
Where because he wants to knock me up, but it's not going to happen, Bisconti. It's not going to happen. And
you have to like not talk about it for a while and then just like pray about it. And then I don't know, poke holes. I don't know.
Poke holes.
How about get married first, Gino?
Yes. And you know what? I am such an asshole because like now I can't stop. I'm going to South Carolina on Thursday because I want to go look at the venue that I'm going.
Cool. Yes, go look at it.
Right. So I never said I would get married either. Still don't want a baby. But
don't worry about that.
Little Truly Bean, little ring bear, we'll have him, or flower boy, we'll have him throw Skittles down the aisle. It'll be really fun. So
yeah, and getting married and planning a wedding is very exciting, and no need to jump the gun or think about other stuff. And it's a truly awesome time, and like just have fun. And
that's why I keep saying to my mom and dad, I'm like, it's gonna be so much fun. Well, my dad wants to come too, because I was just gonna go with my mom. Now my dad's like, no, can I come?
Fun. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Can you check out a couple other venues while you're there to make it worth your while?
Yeah, I have another. There's one I know I want. I used to live down the block of this like old theater, like movie theater / wedding. It'll be very Keanu. Yes. Nobody will walk out of there being like that. Well, they'll be like, well, that was definitely a Keanu wedding. But I have a couple in mind. So
okay, cool.
Should be fine though. All right, darling.
All right. Did you plug yourself? I can't remember.
Oh my gosh. It's Keanu Cast and Untoward Tuesdays. Just go to my channel, Keanu C. Thompson. And I am obviously so happy for you, Chrysanthemum. And I can't wait to meet the little bub. And Kiki out. Listen on Tuesday. It'll be the next time I'm back in Kiki Lou Studios for Untoward Tuesday. Bye.
I love it. Don't miss it. Love you, Kiki. Bye-bye. Like I said before it comes, thank you, Arafatas of Stet. Good night, ladies, and congrats again. Thank you, guys. Thank you to all the super chats. Come see me in Minnesota next weekend. This weekend, goodness, I'll be in Minnesota this Saturday night with Lila Hart and Nick Ricada at the Great River Bowl and Partners Pub with the M. Holtz. It's going to be a bacchanal. It's going to be a fun time. All the stars of Minnesota will be out. So get your tickets now. If there's even still some available, who knows? It could be sold out by now. Go to ChrissieMayr.com. If you're on Long Island, I'll see you the weekend after that, the 27th and 28th at the Brokerage. If you're in Florida, I will see you December 3rd at the Tampa Side Splitters Club. If you're in San Diego, I'll see you January 5th and 6th at the Mic Drop in San Diego. trying to squeeze in another Texas trip in there where it makes sense, because I get itchy if it's been too long and I haven't been to Texas. So, oh, Daniel. Thank you, Daniel. It's weird. You guys are the best. Thanks for watching. Thanks for simping. Russell Hall, eventually you're going to have to tell her your name isn't actually Chrysanthemum. Let her think what she wants to think. Don't ruin this for her. You guys are the best. We'll see you soon. Who do I have coming up this week? I think I have. Tomorrow's going to be a really busy day. I'm on Cardiff Electric Show, subreddit surfing at 10 a.m. Eastern. Then I'm hosting the Anthony Cumia Show tomorrow, Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern. Zia Anderson and Nick Ricada will be the guests. Then I'm doing Wet Spot at 7 p.m. Eastern. The guests will be Matt Moran, Zia, Mary Jane Murphy, and Kristen Danko. Basically all stand-up comics except for Zia. It's also Andrew Harm's birthday show, so you want to tune in for that. And I think, am I interviewing Turtle Boy tomorrow at 10 or 10:30 Eastern at Aiden Kearney. Going to talk about all his arrest and his recent drama. Tuesday, I'm interviewing my buddy Holly Treats at 5 p.m. Eastern. And is the 9 o'clock confirmed? I'll check on that. The not so erudite person. Okay, that's gonna be Tuesday at 9. Very excited. And then of course, then I'm flying to Minnesota on Thursday. So I'm gonna do Friday Night Tights from Minnesota. And probably gonna be able to do a spooky movie watch along on Friday as well at 10 o'clock. What? Yeah, maybe with Lila or the Imholtz. Yeah, that's a good idea. And then, of course, the show in Minnesota. And then I'm going to be doing SimCast from Minnesota as well. Next week, SimCast is going to be Elle, Some Bitch I Know, X-Ray Girl, Carolyn, and maybe a couple more will be squeezed in. Hope everybody has a wonderful week. I love you guys. I simp for you. And, yeah. See you next time. Bye.